Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z-Birds Idell. With me, as always, the boys are in the building. We've got my main man, Angry John Rosado.
What's up?
We got old Concrete Cock Shoals.
What's up?
And my main man, my co-host, Moneyline Welsh. What up, Moneyline?
What's going on? You sound like you've been sucking dicks.
For beer monies. Dude, so Saturday I did my first Burgh Bus. It was awesome.
What's the Burgh Bus?
So Burgh Bus it's a tour bus of Pittsburgh. You go on there, people drink, have fun. Comedians like kind of lead the way, make jokes, get people hype. It's more like you're encouraging them to party and pointing out things going on in the street, making sure they have fun.
Is it like a ducky tour where you like they're like, oh, this is the convention center?
So I was like, every time we see a homeless person, chug.
Throw something out.
Yeah, so we were like, chug. Then there was like a homeless dude. He was like, can I have $1? I was like, show us your tits. He was like, yeah, give him $1 and like
5 for dick.
Yeah, let's see that
dude. If you get the homeless, if they know you're coming around and giving out, you should take like singles with you.
Yeah,
and just like see if you get like homeless people to like jerk off and stuff for the Burgh Bus.
Well, the one person
like a jerk off got to be a 10.
Well, the one girl was like, "There's like so many. Are they like props?" Like, no, they're not. They're like,
I put them here. I gave them all a can of beans.
Yeah, like,
that's what I'm. It's like pie entombing when you fucking throw the bread out and all the fucking carp come. If they know you're fucking making that fucking cycle
and the bus
around,
full of people at once.
Yeah, oh my god, they'll be lining up for that,
dude. So,
you might be onto something right there. To be honest with you, dude.
Dude, it was.
I don't know what you could do with them. They'll probably become a nuisance and like.
After the first one, once you the bus like zombies.
Yeah, once you stiff them once, they'll start throwing like bags of shit through the window.
Right.
So.
We can ask Marty Griffin. Let's see what they did at Chipotle. Yeah. I mean, but like, dude. So like the whole time, I'm like, you're like, all right, we're gonna go across the bridge. You chug a beer. So I'm like screaming, chug, like fucking chug, and I'm like going nuts, like back to my high school days. And I'm guzzling water, and they're like, we want to see you chug. So I fucking grab this water, chug the whole thing. Then I grab another water I have, dump it all over my head, spike it off the ground. There's just fucking shit everywhere. The bus driver's fucking like, what the fuck?
Is the bus driver like Cole?
Yeah, he actually said like at the end, he's like, dude, I messaged.
Yeah.
You did a nice job. I was like, thanks. And they called me back. So if you guys ain't doing nothing this Friday, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and Saturday at 8, I'll be on the Burgh Bus taking you around the Burgh. And
what's the route?
The route, we start downtown, go through downtown, then we go over the Smithfield Street Bridge, goes through Southside, and then come back around through Oakland, Bloomfield, Lawrenceville, Strip District.
That's about an hour.
Hour and 10 minutes, any more than that.
Yeah, right. What can you do?
Right. So that was about it. But then we had the cage rage.
Were they raging down there?
This is hard for me to talk. They were raging. The last fight was a rematch of the championship round last time. Blue Games versus Diamond. Once again, Blue Games came out.
They're like friends, though, right?
They are friends.
They beat the fuck out of each other?
But they're foes in the ring.
Yeah. I've been there.
Yeah, and they, dude, Blue Games and all hold back. She whooped her. It was, I was like excited because it was like, they were like, we'll do a little thing for your birthday. We'll give you a bottle. Just, any of your friends come down. And I didn't need the bottle because no one showed up. So that worked out.
I mean, you were due for one of them.
I was.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like, you've been asking people to come to some shit.
I have been. I'm like, yeah. I kind of figured.
If people are gonna stiff, or if people are gonna blow off anything, that's the one.
And then like when I hit Kenny, like told him like, Kenny, I got a free ball. Just come down, hang out for a little bit. He was like, dude, part of being a dad is you can't go to the strip club whenever you want.
Even with the free bottle of liquor.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm like, damn it, Kenny's right.
Yeah. But they're still raging down there. They said, is it jam-packed or like what's it looking like?
Dude, it was pretty. At one point, it was like, I was like, this is going to be slow, and then it got packed. The one thing they did that I didn't like was like usually in between the fighters, the girls strip. What they did was made the girls go up into another part to strip, but to go sit in that part just to watch girls strip was a $200 VIP area.
What? You're in a strip club.
So guess how many people were up in the VIP?
Not a one.
Exactly.
$200?
Yeah, you got because you had to buy a bottle or something. People were like, dude, what the fuck? And I just thought it was terrible idea.
Man, people are so stupid.
Dude, I was like, whatever. I mean, like, then when they did let the girl strip at the very end, people were throwing it was just nuts. Like, they should have just, a lot of girls probably lost a lot of money that
Sure,
night.
let the strippers strip in a strip club.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I couldn't say it better myself.
That's,
That's the
you're
three
not
S's.
you're not reinventing the wheel there.
Right.
And if they want to jerk dudes off for an extra 200 upstairs, that's their business.
I actually also hit the flea market this weekend with a friend of the podcast, Rob
Peruse.
Met me at the flea.
Were you securitying?
Yeah, I had my shirt on. I told Peruse, like, listen, this
You
is
should
no
have
fun and
framed
games.
Peruse.
You think?
Yeah, just like put something in his pocket and tackled him.
I like just go with it, man.
Yeah.
Make me look good. He bought something out there that was kind of what I thought he'd get, and
Would he buy something weird?
no, no, something a man would buy.
Gun knife?
You don't want to tell nobody?
Nah, it's
Classified?
It's
Yeah.
Bruce's business. Whatever
Classified?
happens at the flea market stays at the flea market. You see Broad Bruce, though, you don't want to get punched in the face by him. I'll leave it at that.
Oh.
Yeah, but we went out there, had a good time. He knew that I was out there on business, impartial pleasure, but we definitely had a good time, walked around. Thanks for coming, Rob. It's like letting the podcast people know if you want to meet and greet with me on Saturday mornings, I'll be out at Trader Jack's Flea Market in a security guard T-shirt. Things are looking up.
We're doing 3 Burgh Buses this weekend?
Yeah.
And a flea market.
That's not mean.
It's a busy week.
Yeah, you're going to be busy.
I know.
It's a good time, though. It's a slow time for comedy.
It is. It's perfect that this felt like
Yeah.
something happened Friday night where someone canceled, and it's like I almost didn't go because I was like kind of like man, I want to take a nap before the cage rage, but I was like fuck it, go.
Let's go.
And I'm glad because it was a private party and they were just ready to go. It was the mom went to Pitt and the dad who organized this trip for their kid who was going to Cambodia on mission work. I heard all this before. I'm like, these are gonna be like, dude. I'm like, what are they doing in Cambodia? Smuggling drugs? Because like they seem like party animals.
Yeah.
That's
Did the mom and dad do some French kissing, some open tongue kissing at all?
No, but the mom was with it. She was jumping around, titties jiggling. She was living her best life.
Good for her.
The dad was loving it. Anytime he'd see some coos out on the street, he'd yell anything. But that's the best thing about the bus. People would yell anything.
Yeah. There it is. There it is. Weird shit like
Smell that.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Body, can I get a sample?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a legendary one there.
dude, the cool thing about the bus is like when you see other buses, you can like just scream shit at them and like
Hey, it's like
It's a
fucking-
rivalry
yeah,
right off
like
the
a
bat.
throw
Yeah.
shit at them.
the red double decker bus.
Nerds.
Fucking nerds. Like we would have more with them yelling obscenities and probably
Yeah.
would get us canceled.
Just like cunt
Yeah.
and shit like
A
that.
group of cunts.
Yeah, you red cunts.
What do you call a group of cunts? A red bus. Double decker.
They should use that.
You got to say that this
would be
weekend
so
now.
funny. Hey guys, real quick, what do you call a group of cunts and just say it to them like a red bus? If you were like on a Pittsburgh tour with your fucking family and fucking some fucking dude puts his head out the window and calls you fucking a bunch of cunts.
Would you love it?
Yeah, it'd be
You,
unbelievable.
you have to do that this
Yeah.
weekend now.
That's
Dude, so you know you got the Furries in town this weekend.
I thought there was last weekend.
Nah, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
this
coming
weekend.
up this
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm hoping for a jam-packed furry.
Yeah, you
bus.
might. That's what I mean. You might
A
be
furry
furried
bus?
up. Well, they're
Yeah.
gonna be. I mean, they're gonna be along the route for sure.
Now let's go back to some of my characters. I still have the Bigfoot costume. Should I wear it?
Yep.
Yeah,
For Anthracon.
yeah, yeah. I would. I seriously would. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just talk about fucking furries for the first 15 minutes. That's gonna play.
Can I tell the cat story?
Sure, you pretend it's like your story.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be the first person to pretend like the cat story is your story. Yeah, fuck yeah, tell the cat story. But yeah, the furries are in town. They're gonna be running downtown, the strip district.
They
I
bring
would
a lot
imagine.
of money into the city.
Fuck
man.
yeah, it's weird they do it on 4th of July weekend, but like whatever they're into.
Mike, that is a nice canister right
I
there.
know,
my
I do-
friend.
I do-
Oh, that's a
Jesus
growler.
Christ.
Yeah.
What do you got?
He
A
just
whole
drank out
fucking
of a
thing of ice in
5-gallon
there?
bucket.
Yeah, ice mixed in with those hydration packets and filled with spring water.
Spring water.
Yeah, but it's tap water cubes. But what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Yeah, you gonna
Yeah,
free?
perfect.
You gonna free
That-
spring water?
I was at a AA convention a couple years ago. Did a comedy show, and got to meet the manager of the hotel because he was hanging out at the comedy show, and he was explaining to us about how much money the furries bring in, and like if a furry causes trouble. Like there's like a hierarchy of furries.
Oh yeah.
And so like if someone's like fucking around, dude, they'll go after that and they'll get rid of them because they don't want to ruin the reputation. Like, dude, in hotels and shit, the reputation is fucking gold. They bring in so much money. They don't bother anyone. They have their
Do
fun.
they shit in litter boxes when they're in their room?
I don't know. I never, you know.
You'd have to ask your friend that one.
I think that might go down, but I think they clean up pretty well at themselves.
I've never heard anything of them leaving turd boxes behind. But then again, I'm not really in the scene. But
They had one of the main furries on DB this morning.
Yeah.
And you could like tell they're trying to like get into it, but also like trying not to offend them at the same time. They're like trying to walk that line, and the dude was just being like, just giving such professional answers about like furries, just like dude, you know.
No, he
like,
took that shit serious as fuck.
Yeah, he said he like fucks his. He meets his boy. He's a walrus, and like it was
he has
just
big
like
tusks.
yeah.
is he into dude furries?
Yeah. That's what he said. He's like, well, my partner, like Billy the Walrus or Wally the Walrus or something like that.
Oh god!
And he said something about
He
his
called me
stuffing
a
and
sexy
Crawford. Like, you
gator.
gotta watch this tusk or something. Like it was funny. But they're like trying not to offend him, but also try to like
They're busting his chops.
yeah,
like,
bust his balls a little bit.
passive aggressive.
Whatever you want to do, but it's a strange thing. It's different.
Yeah. Hey, it's 2024. You know, 'cause you can.
do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, that should be 2024. Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. Just don't make me watch it.
Just don't make me watch it.
I would say it on the back.
Yeah.
That's how I felt watching the presidential debate the other night. It was like a car wreck day, like you just couldn't turn off. That was
What do you think other countries think when I see this shit?
I mean, dude, neither of them look good. They're both so
Dude, your
fucking
boy was
old.
dead.
Joe's
Fucking right.
a goblin.
He died 3 months ago.
He's a full blown goblin.
Can I play a little bit?
That I'm in very good health. I just won 2 club championships, not even senior, 2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way. And I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. I think I'm in very good shape. I feel that I'm as in good a shape as I was 25, 30 years ago. Actually, I'm probably a little bit lighter.
Just take a look at what he says he is, and take a look at what he is. Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. And by the way, I told you before, I'm happy
That's
to
like
play
the
golf
most thing
with
Trump
Carrick
got
on
offended
back.
by.
Think you can do it?
That's the biggest lie that he's a 6 handicap.
Well, he
of all.
didn't.
I was an 8 handicap.
He didn't say he was a 6. He said he got a 6. He got it down to a 6 when he was
But I
the
had- you know how
president,
many-
or vice
how-
president.
I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
Hey,
let's
you know,
see.
I have it
Actually,
on-
this is
President-
horrible, but
I
this is insane. These are the two we got to pick from.
It is bad. And Trump could have if he just would have answered a question, that'd have been cool.
Trump didn't answer anything. I don't know if he, knew
didn't.
the answer.
He got caught up in arguments.
Yeah.
To say they're both old now, Trump's exactly the same as he was 4 years ago. Joe Biden, somebody should. That's a
This is
shame.
Well, I know. I
That's
think-
a shame that they
I
put him
agree.
out there
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
It's
They, can't, they
elder
shouldn't.
You're telling me they're not like a.
They shouldn't be
Train
trying
up and comer in one of the fucking parties.
Pull somebody else in.
I
Give
think.
somebody else that
Well,
you
I
can-
think they're trying to figure out a way after
Well,
that.
he don't want to leave.
After that.
Like, dude, but you
I
had
think,
to see this
I
coming.
think the Democrats are gonna band together and be like, Joe did this, Joe did that. Like it's just time for something. They're gonna.
I think I was
Newsom's
shocked
gonna,
because they say
Newsom's
they
gonna
usually
put Newsom in there,
they
and then
usually
Newsom's gonna
juice
get
them up.
smoked.
And so I'm gonna watch it, and then as soon as you start talking, I'm just like, oh my god. I think Trump was like, oh my god. I think Trump almost looked at him like,
Nah, I think
bro, like,
He was
I
like-
think Trump actually lost it. Not compared to Joe. It's apples and oranges, but I felt like Trump lost a step too. Like Trump,
I
Trump
think-
seemed old up there as well.
He
I didn't
seemed
think-
like he just wanted to argue about
I feel like he-
non-consequential shit
I
instead
think
of
he
just
thinks
answering
everything's a
questions.
rally.
That's
now.
his.
Yeah.
That's
He's
his
used to
thing.
talking to rallies.
He answers in fucking
Like everything is great. Like, no, dude, please explain. Just explain to them what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I don't think he can.
Give it an explanation. I'm gonna shut the
Right.
border down. We'll get help for the opioid crisis. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I just love both of them talking about what they're gonna do when one was president already and one is president.
And neither
You know?
one of them did
Yeah, and
anything
they
they
both
were
just
supposed to do.
fucking. It's just like this is what are we talking about?
I mean, I don't know. I felt like Trump was getting some stuff done. You know what I mean? I feel like
I think he got a lot more done than Biden did,
And
for
then-
sure.
I think Biden got in, and even if Trump had a good idea. He wanted to reverse it because it was Trump, and that's
Yeah,
things
that's
up.
where we got fucked
I mean,
up.
like I said, but they are old. I mean, but Biden, like, how could you trot him out there? Like,
But then
Can't trot him out there.
he had to practice.
Who's running?
You
Who's,
had to
run,
see that and be like,
who's running him though? If he can't make a
I
coherent
even agree
sentence,
to the debate.
I think they're
Some
gonna.
people-
You like have to, but like I agree with you. You get it's crazy to trot him out there
and then
expect
after
him to be
that
able
they were
to do
like,
that.
yeah, he had a cold.
Yeah, and then that lady,
Like,
like
what the fuck are you
the
talking
after
about?
like party or the after wherever it was, that one lady like, Joe, you did great. You knew the answers.
his wife.
To every was that his wife
Yeah.
up there? I didn't know. Like
She was
all
like,
right.
"What a good
They're,
boy."
they're
Yeah,
saying that
I'm
she's the
like-
one who like doesn't want him to quit. Like,
That's
dude, you should be the one
crazy.
looking out for
Yeah,
him.
You're a
right.
Like,
doctor.
dude, if my wife,
She was like, you knew the answers
think I'm
to
gonna look like
every
an idiot?
question.
Like,
Like,
you
he's
gotta
the
tell me.
president.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was Jill up there.
Yeah, she put
Yeah.
a gold star on his forehead.
That's even
You got your
worse.
boy.
Yeah, that's
dude, but when they showed him from like 2019,
Yeah,
fuck, he looked like he looked great in
He looked like he was
2019,
alive.
and they thought he was losing. Now it's just like,
yeah, he's a
bruh.
goblin.
bro, let the man. You,
It's sad.
go
It
sit down
is.
on a beach.
It's- I'm
sad.
telling you, it should be
Yeah.
a crime.
Yeah, it really should. Like, but yeah, I think they're gonna because they interviewed Newsom right after, and Newsom was like, "Joe's done all this. Joe's did that. Joe." So I think they're gonna handle it that way. They're just gonna build Joe up, and they're like, "But like, you know, he's a little older. Time for some
Well,
new blood,"
a lot-
which they should have did months ago.
Dude, they could have had
But
like Tulsi Gabbard, who's young, a woman, was in the Democratic Party, but they kind of like forced her out. I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
figure it out. Maybe the
We need
president
some-
doesn't mean much if they were going to put his old ass in there
Right.
and
Right.
pretend like he's making a decision.
Yeah, right, exactly.
We need
crazy
someone like
when
more
let-
down the middle, dude. I mean,
RFK, they won't let fucking RFK
won't even
fucking
let him.
debate.
Yeah.
It's fucking RFK would have fucking destroyed both of them, dude. It would have been. He will eat Trump alive, and like I'll eat Biden alive. You know what I mean?
Right.
Get
You could-
anybody
you
can
could fart
speak
into
like
the
that.
microphone
I
and
feel
win
like
the
if
debate.
Trump would have just like he could have just let Biden speak more and just like brush like when Biden threw that thing like he said that at like in France, dude, address it and then leave it go.
Trump could have sat there, let Joe talk, and just made faces.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
I mean,
Like,
but Trump wasn't impressive at all either. He wasn't.
no, he was the same old guy that just wants to argue shit.
But yeah, he talks in like phrases, like catchphrases. You know what I mean? Because he's so used to those
He's like,
rallies.
it's gonna be the best, right?
Yeah,
He-
right.
like-
and he's just so he could say anything and fuck people go. Rah! You know, so
I
he's,
did-
when
but
he's
he's
not
definitely more lucid.
getting, when Joe.
Yeah.
No
100,000,000%.
Right,
no
I mean-
doubt.
But like you said, well, the Newsom's hated. They don't think
Hated.
he did a great job in Cali.
No.
So
no.
it's
He
like
didn't.
Yeah,
I'm
California.
not saying he's the answer, but that's
Right.
That's who they're going to try. I think.
Mass exodus, and then there's the leaving tax now that you get taxed 2 years after you leave. That's the fucking craziest thing
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
well, who's it? The one comedian like was like fucking. He like went on a show and just went after him for like closing beaches and doing this, and Gavin Newsom was just like, we didn't really know at the time, you know what I mean? And then he was just going.
Oh yeah, Adam Carolla.
Adam
just did it.
Carolla
Yeah,
was
he
like,
just fucking laid
gave
in
it to him,
idiot.
and like I'd never seen Newsom kind of like tongue tie, but who
Yeah,
fucking knows?
Democrats are in trouble. I don't know if they'll let Trump win.
I mean, then they like show Kamala Harris talking. I'm just like,
She ain't much better.
come on,
She's
you know
just
what I mean?
an
Like,
idiot, though.
How is this the choice?
right? Like,
How is like there got to be another like person waiting in the wings?
What happened to that dude Andrew Yang? Remember Yang Gang?
Yeah,
he's out there on Twitter. I mean, he's around, but like I said,
Maybe some of these dudes don't want to do it. They're like, dude,
I just know. I think they know they like Yang was a Republican, right?
No,
he's a
Was he?
Democrat.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was like for like
It's all who like you get endorsed. You know what
Well,
I
no,
mean?
but
Like, they're-
it's a hierarchy.
Yeah,
dude. Like,
right. And like
You
Yeah.
put in your time.
and once you
time your
have
number
your
comes
president in there, they never fucking.
well, but I think when like the year before they were like Biden, like they were all Biden really wasn't in the race, and they were like Biden. They polled it, and they were like Biden's the only one that could beat him because
Right.
people see Obama with Biden still, so like that's
Right.
in their mind.
That's gone. Now.
Right now,
There's
Yeah.
nothing in his mind.
No.
yeah, now it's just like
Yeah.
people are like, shit. Let's just see what happens.
Obama fucking Biden meme ain't saving Joe. I mean, this time ain't saving Joe at all. Joe's in trouble. Yeah, it's like when he walked out and he was saying, he's like, hi, hello, just like to nobody. And I was like, oh, fuck, Joe.
The footage they have on it of him like doing shit like that, you're just
Yeah.
like, what is going like, dude? It's like
Trump just put like a reel together of just like Trump's people put a reel together of just like Biden fuck ups. It's like him falling, and it's just like.
Did you see the one where Trump hits a golf ball and then you see
Joe,
Biden
he
turns and it hits
it
him?
falls,
I think
yeah.
Trump put that up.
He's the best. I mean, shit like that is just fucking
It's funny.
Yeah.
Them
That's funny.
arguing about the golf tournament, that was
That's
fucking great.
insane.
That's
That-
great.
That's great.
I think that's stupid. It's a presidential
No,
debate.
it was stupid.
No, it's
But I-
1,000%
That's not the
stupid.
time
I mean,
for
other
this.
No.
yeah, I mean,
It's just.
They
Like,
showed Trump in.
that's when they
Yeah.
both of them showed the most emotion during that argument.
Right,
You
because
know what
they
I
were
mean?
being like two little kids arguing.
Yeah, it's awful to watch.
and it was funny because they part cut up. It was like saying that, and like Bob was like, I can hit the ball 50 yards, and I carry my own clubs.
Can you say
Yeah,
the
he's
same?
You
like-
can't carry
What
your
does
own
that
diaper.
He's
mean?
like, carry your clubs. Like, well, Joe, no one's carrying their own clubs, cuz. When's the last time you golfed?
Yeah.
So he go and at the Gettysburg.
What if they did have a golf off for the presidency?
I would love it.
He would
Fuck
die,
it.
dude.
Fuck it. At
this
this point,
point,
fuck
yeah.
it. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Who do you think Trump's gonna pick for his like vice? That's a big.
I think
that's a
that
big
dude
deal.
Ramaswamy,
You think so?
Yeah.
Vivek
what everyone's
Ramaswamy,
been
or whatever
saying.
his name is. Yeah, I
He
think
made them all go in like the pit afterwards, or
Yeah.
like defend them after the debate and stuff like that.
he made them get into a knife fight with each other
Yeah.
for VP.
Oh, it's gonna be. I can't wait till it's over. It's just really
Oh,
beginning.
don't worry, it's all going to be over soon, buddy.
Yeah. Bronny to the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, hey, good for him. I mean,
Did you see the interview where he was like, I mean, the NBA is big business. I don't think they would just take me because I'm like LeBron's. I'm paraphrasing, but like,
Yeah.
I don't think they would just take me because my dad's LeBron James. Well, I'm like, that's
Well,
exactly.
then you're an idiot.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you have to say that, but like,
I don't hate it because that fact. I mean, you see it happen all the time in other places. Yeah, I mean, like in the corporate world and things like that. Yeah, he got picked. His dad was LeBron James, of course. No, like hopefully
Would
he
Michael
doesn't-
Jordan pick his own son?
Jimmy Butler.
No. What do you think Jordan would like? Nah, you got to take my kid, or would Jordan be like,
or
my
is-
kid ain't good enough to be on this team. We're not going to
Yeah.
win
Yeah,
championships.
he'd be like, what can he bring to the table?
I don't know. It was like Jordan Wizard years and like.
Yeah.
Baby Jordan's like maybe I don't know, like LeBron.
Yeah, the
like
Wizard
the
years,
Lakers
maybe,
ain't
I
really
could see
trying to
that.
like. It doesn't seem
I
like
really don't care. I mean,
they're
is
gonna
the
sell some tickets.
Is
in the
the
next few
second
years.
pick like worth losing for him because he's probably gonna be in the G League?
I just think
I
like,
don't know what type of pick you can get.
No, you draft him. They're putting him. He's going to be up to sell tickets.
No,
Like,
they
said he's gonna be in the G League.
they're starting him in the G League.
They
Yeah.
said,
What doesn't the G League start like earlier than the
It's
NBA?
the summer league.
yeah. See if
it's the
he.
summer.
I mean, I'm sure if
yeah.
he progresses and lights the world on fire.
He's going to make. They're going to put him on the squad.
And I mean, the thing was, like, people, you know, he didn't put up amazing numbers USC, but he didn't get a lot of playing time either. I could care less.
Yeah, I mean, he did.
If
have
it worked
Like a
out
heart
for him,
murmur.
good.
Was that what it was? A murmur?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so
A heart episode.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can compare it to where like the corporate world where you can kind of hide and nobody can really even see.
Right, you
what
put
they're
your son
doing.
in an
Yeah.
office somewhere.
This is like this is a lot of pressure for that kid. You know what I mean? The Lakers, even when the Lakers stink, they're like the headline story on ESPN all the time.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
If I don't know if I'm him. If I like even. I mean, like maybe just want to make my own way a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm taking that pick. If it comes down to me, like, hey, do you want to get picked by Lakers or do you not want to get picked
Yeah,
at all?
if I'm him, what are you gonna
you
say
know what,
no?
Dad?
Yeah.
You know, send that text.
Realize a dream for
Right, because
Absolutely.
I mean, them
So
dudes.
Maverick Carter, LeBron's like agent, and Bronny's agent was just calling like teams like, don't if you,
don't pick
if you
him.
pick them, we're going to Australia. For them, like okay, like we're good. You know what I mean? Like
I
I
mean,
don't
like,
think you're gonna make
You
those
got
calls.
him.
Yeah, you got it, buddy. The Lakers, he's all yours.
the thing is, someone might have took him and held him for ransom.
I was like thinking that, like fucking.
What if he
like,
goes out of the country?
No, like hold him, like, hey, we got
Oh, like,
now
yeah.
we want
L.A. We want Anthony Davis, yeah, or like
Yeah.
some other
Right.
like. But I think that's probably why that dude was making those calls. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. Get to play with your dad for a year or two.
I mean, poop teams definitely, it's like the superstars definitely run especially the biggest one.
NBA
yeah.
players run the league.
Yeah, they run the league, and you know, if he wanted to make that happen, you know, I guess
You
he did.
Like coaches get fired all the time in the
The
NBA,
people
but
are
they
like
always
sta-
get rehired. Like it's like a carousel
Yeah.
of like coaches.
I would think there can't be much more than a 2 to 3 year window on this. So I would definitely expect like the Lakers. I thought LeBron would have took like a pay cut. Let's pick up someone huge and win a champ. And well, he didn't at all.
He dropped his major. He has a year contract every year, and he had like some type of option and he declined it. So now they're gonna have to give him like a max for like
Yeah,
a year or two.
and-
Like I think they have to do that every year or something.
And it's like, if you'd have left some meat on the bone, you could have brought in someone insane. Actually, won. Yeah, your son would have been one of the starting 5, but you guys could have maybe have won a championship.
You think his son's gonna start?
No, no,
No.
But he would have been on the team.
Yeah.
They could have won a championship. But he didn't. Look what Brady did all them years. Brady never took max contracts. Won all them Super Bowls.
Yeah.
He left meat for the rest of the team.
Got to leave some meat, huh?
Yeah, you know that's right.
Pittsburgh scanner. Someone in Carrick is concerned their neighbor is practicing witchcraft.
Probably true.
Fuck that.
I mean, they're probably just like cooking drugs. Carrick.
I don't know. Witchcraft is big right now. I would do the same thing.
What do you know about witchcraft?
I'm not going to get into it, but
No.
I
you got some knowledge in that subject?
I know about some witching.
Do you?
Yeah. I know about some witching. You don't mess with witches.
I feel like, yeah. Witches scare me a little bit.
They do.
Yeah.
Like you're scared of birds, I'm scared of witches.
Dude, I fucking murdered a bird today.
You murdered a bird?
On accident. I kind of feel bad about it, but like, when you're driving and birds are in the street and we have like an unwritten like law with birds, like I'm gonna get so close, you're gonna fly away.
Yeah.
And then like you
This
can
one
go back
didn't.
to like eating
Stood
that
at a
squirrel.
busted wing.
And I'm going down Babcock and like I'm just like not even really paying attention because like the birds are gonna fly away. I just feathers up in the air. I was like, oh well, gotta be
didn't make
quicker.
Dude.
Gotta be quicker.
When I was younger, cutting grass, we were in a truck, had no AC. We're like flying down. We were going down. It might have been in the North Hills too. And all of a sudden, this bird's like, like comes through the side window and like ends up in the back, and it's just like flopping around, flapping that wing. We're like, like, pull over, and like
Just hit
flipped
it
them
out.
out of there. Yeah, I mean that's all you could do. But that was,
Let them suffer.
there was definitely a thump.
Yeah, this was a big old thump.
Yeah.
And then
If
fucking
them birds
feathers.
are down there, if they find something to eat, man, they ain't moving.
Well, you got to keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
eating
you're a
in
city
busy,
bird. You're a city bird. You should know better.
You're eating
The
in a
Babcock's
busy
rough
road.
business. Yeah, rough
Yeah.
sledding.
What would you do over Shuley on Stanley Street if the stench squad start getting out their brooms and that? Like, would you get a little annoyed?
Yeah. I wouldn't let my kids or my dog out.
Would you call the
I
police?
think I would call
I'd
the
call the
police.
If you
Ghostbusters.
think the stench squad was brewing up
Like,
some
hey,
witchcraft?
we got
I
this-
could see. They were brewing up something the one
What
day.
if-
I think it was meth.
What if they heard the podcast and had little dolls of us, and they were just sitting there poking them with
I
needles?
don't
They
need-
might be.
I
I
don't
don't
need
need
that.
See,
I mean, not
have-
me, because I never said nothing about them, but you guys.
Now you're gonna set that
You're gonna put that on me?
now you're gonna all of a sudden you got your own shit.
I don't. You just gotta be scared of the witchcraft, dude. I don't want to be that little doll.
You gotta have a witch on your side to protect you from other witches.
Do we have a
witch.
podcast?
a good witch,
witch?
a good witch, and a bad
Yeah.
witch.
Yeah, they go at
The
it.
wicked witch.
Good witch gives you some spells.
Some good spells.
Yeah,
Give me like a sack of garlic or whatever the fuck it is.
that's vampires.
Well, it's like
Yeah,
Italians.
you're
It's like
getting your-
Italians when they put the Maloik on you. You got to do some like witchcraft
dude.
to get her off.
Yeah, my grandmother used to do the Maloik.
She would put it on people.
No,
She
she
knew
could, she
if
could
you had
break
it.
it, dude. She could tell you if you had it. And she'd do the thing a couple times. Me and John had the Maloik for
She
a while.
told me, I'm
You
like, I
had
don't
the
even know
Maloik.
this lady, but I think she was right because it was a
Yeah.
bad 7 years.
So she
That
like
7
fucking
years
kept
stretch.
doing it. She did it for like a half hour, and then finally,
You
like,
guys just sat there?
The two little oil, like there's like oil drops in water, and they say a prayer and shit. And if it just like breaks up, it broke the
Maloik,
fucking
what's
Maloik.
going on?
You know
I
what
got
mean?
every bit of that 7-year curse.
Yeah, my grandmother, she was doing OT trying to
Trying to
get
get
the
off
So
curse
John.
off
you,
us.
so like you walked in and she said you got the Maloik.
She was like, you have it, and your
Yeah.
buddy John do. I'm like, I never even met her.
Yeah.
How could she
That's
say
after
that? about
that's after we got in the accident.
me? Yeah. I think I had it
Could
before
have
that. till
used
after.
that before that, huh?
Well, you know, she's an old lady. It took her
Yeah.
a minute.
So John, these were both maloiked up.
Oh,
So you both were
Maloik.
just sitting next to each other getting blessed?
Just sitting there drinking wine, and my grandmother.
What's
saying
life
prayers.
after maloiked? Like,
A
how
lot
was it?
easier.
Was it?
Yeah, right.
Nice.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad.
It's just like when somebody tells you that everything bad happened, like, that's that fucking curse again.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Mother.
just-
Something to blame it on.
They just moved my microphone.
So we're talking about witchcraft and maloiking.
Maloikin.
Eagle tits might have got maloiked.
It's a cool word.
Maloik, yeah.
Yeah. Something you don't hear too
Did
often.
you get maloiked whenever you were in the Eagle Scouts?
That's how,
No,
you're,
that's-
that's how you're in that one
That's
badge.
called Finoik.
All right, let's do some voicemails.
What's up, Greenfield? Fucking Bruno, Brookline. So I got a little bit of a gear grinder for you over the weekend. I was at this whole social gathering, these fucking yuppies' house, my wife's friend. Yeah, get there, slinging back some Topo Chicos, having a nice old time, talking to this guy about, Steelers, Justin Fields, all that jazz. Then he starts asking me, hey, you're a pretty big guy. You think you're not too busy next weekend? I'm moving. You think you can come over and help me?
What?
I'll buy you some pizza and beer. And I can't tell you the look of, shock that must have came across my face. Pizza and beer. Buddy, I'm 34 years old. I see in your house, hire a fucking moving company. I wouldn't move my fucking brother. Okay? But over 30. Hire a moving company. I don't even fucking know you, pal. You're gonna fucking offer me some Dynamos and some fucking Yinglings to move your entire house? I've seen this house fucking huge. What? You guys gotta weigh in on this with me, or maybe I'm overreacting. My wife's got a little pissed. Let me know what you boys think. Have a good week.
It's the most insane thing I ever heard before in my
somebody
fucking
hardly
life.
know?
Yeah.
You did not overreact
Just
whatsoever.
because you're big.
I wouldn't ask you guys to help me move.
No, you know what I mean? I help my boy. I've helped.
Yeah.
But just my friends, you got a truck. All right, let's set it up. Yogi didn't have anything packed. Show up at his fucking house.
No pizza or
Zero
beer.
pack, no beer.
He had
Dude,
one
we're
warm
like-
beer.
He's 100% right. Hire a mover.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't bother anybody when I moved. It's just something.
Well, hire a mover, but dude, you just can't meet somebody for the first time and ask them that.
Like, hey, pal.
No,
Is that your
you're
Dodge
pretty big.
outside?
Yeah, right. Oh, you're pretty big. Do you drive a truck? Oh, well, I'm moving next week. You want to come pizza?
That's where you
and
got
beer?
to test the dude and be
How
like,
poor do I look that I need pizza and beer money?
You at least go to offer him hey, dude, I'm getting a major satchel next week.
Right. Well, you want a dump
some
sack, move
dr-
some couches.
drink some Corona.
That's respectable.
Yeah.
My wife's sister is gonna be around. She might blow you.
Yeah, she's a hooer.
You give her a couple Yinglings. You'll never know what's gonna happen.
She got a cousin that can get the Maloik off you. I mean, I'm just
I don't know.
saying.
It's up to you.
when we were younger, I showed up to Shuley's brother-in-law's house, dressed for a Saturday night to go out. And he's like, brother's like, dude, can you help us move a couple things? I got this U-Haul. I'm like, yeah.
Rather not.
Dude, we moved the whole house. Sweating fucking, I needed another shower.
Wait,
How long?
That's
Loaded
crazy.
this fucking, dude, oak dressers.
Wait,
and
so
shit.
there was a desk, and Brian's like, dude, just break it up and we'll throw it away. So John has a sledgehammer. He swings for the fences through the desk into the wall,
Through the
and
wall.
put a fucking hole in the wall like
Oh,
this.
Dad.
you want help? I gave
We
you help.
laughed
Yeah, you
so
want-
I'm
yeah,
fucking
fucking moving
hard.
Yeah.
refrigerators and shit.
I came
With my best Anichi shirt on.
I came over.
I'm trying to go out.
Came over to smoke a blunt, and here I am fucking moving oak dressers.
Shuley gave me a heads up on that one.
Were they moving out of your parents or were they moving out of their own house?
This
They
was
were
their
moving-
first house.
Yeah,
and then they moved
to their other house.
yeah.
Okay.
But so then, Brian gave me and John all this shit, all VCRs, stereos, all kind of shit. So we had it in the back of John's truck with a moving blanket over top of it. We go inside, start drinking with Brian. Next thing you know, we look outside, it's pouring down rain. So everything that we were getting in payment
Just got
was all
ruined.
destroyed. Everything
I
was
must have been
fucking.
drunk. I don't even remember the stereo equipment. I just remember going there we got to move this big screen TV. That's when they were older.
That was a
huge ones.
projection TV.
with the big
dude.
thing on the
I'm
back.
like, yeah, I remember your dad wheeling the dolly. I'm in front of the refrigerator.
I've been caught slipping too. It's the worst, dude.
Your
Help
dad
me.
got me one time. Did we move that thing? I fell down the fucking steps. Almost got my fucking melon crushed.
Pinned against the wall. His entertainment center was oak.
Yeah,
Strong
yeah.
oak.
That shit used to be heavy, man. That IKEA furniture, it ain't the same. The
No.
old
No,
oak
no
dressers.
particle board.
Yeah, if you get something good, dude, it's fucking heavy.
Like if the Amish make it,
Yeah, yeah.
that'll kill you.
Waterboy here. 9 days off, vacation, heading up to Canada, so stoked. But I had a question. It's not really what would Greenfield do, but can dogs shit themselves? I mean, Jack and I know what that's all about, but I mean, they can't shit themselves. Can they shit themselves? Or can they only shit themselves if they're like the bougie pugs that wear diapers or dogs that wear diapers? All right, you guys have a good evening.
Here's mine. No. Because every dog I've never seen a dog wearing pants. I could be wrong.
I mean, sure. I guess if a dog's in an outfit, I guess it could shit its pants.
If it has long hair, maybe. it
How
could
often do we
possibly
see
shit
dogs in
itself.
outfits?
The only thing I would say maybe a dog can do, which I never think I've seen a dog do, is have a wet fart.
Oh,
and
really?
Then, and then it gets stuck in
I mean,
its
I guess they
fur.
can.
That's the
Yeah,
only
they
way you
probably
can shit
do.
yourself
That's
as
a
a dog.
dingleberry, though. That's more of a
Yeah,
dingle.
that's
a
more.
dingle,
Yeah,
yeah.
that falls in the dingle.
But like the dog thought he was gonna fart and then just poop himself a little bit.
Just
I don't know if
sharted
that
a little
happens.
bit.
I don't know if it happens either. I'm not a dog.
We should have a dog on next week to find out.
Yeah.
Get their take on. We're bringing a dog.
Boys, it's Yosh. I hate to say this, but Jack, might be time to take a siesta, my man. And let's let Kenny back on the show for like a week or two, because the youngest of the 40-year-olds, you know, the Twitter guy, the TikToker, didn't see the fucking Hawk Tuah video. Might be time to take a break, cuz, or get that fucking bar open.
Look at Jack's face. He don't want to hear about that fucking bar opening one more time.
Let Jack respond to this.
Thanks for the call, Yosh.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scary from Baldwin. Hey, just wanted to give you a shot. Got a little grinder this week. What's up with all these people talking shit on Bill Belichick? You know, I swear they're just jealous. That's all they are. You know, we all talk shit. Oh, Bill, he looks like a beer keg. He has no personality. I know the dude fucking personally. He's funny as shit. I fucking love Bill. He's hilarious. And if you can make him laugh, you can make him wet. And we should be fucking standing behind this guy and supporting him, giving him, you know, a round of applause, blowing out the sidewalls of a 24-year-old as a like 70-year-old dude. That's fucking awesome. Stop ripping on Bill. All right, I'm tired of people ripping on Bill for this. We need to be proud. And you know what? And they say, oh, she's doing it for the clot. You know what? I bet you Bill got a nice old horse cock. All right? This guy's fucking lay off him, and all the people on the radios, lay off Bill. We gotta stand behind him, guys. That's awesome. Good for you, Bill, and fuck all these people. Have a good one. Bye.
Thanks.
I bet Bill has a weird dick.
With X's and O's all over. He got plays on his
It's
dick.
72. I feel like your dick's probably getting weird at
Do you
72.
think it like morphs into something else?
I think it's just probably.
He's got a long scrotum. I can guarantee you
You
that.
figure your balls get longer, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
gravity.
get a little
dog.
hangy, yeah. And
They
then-
get all hangy.
Yeah.
Your dick gets
A
compressed.
little mushy.
Does it?
A
Yeah.
lot of skin. I don't know.
I mean, he's probably. I would imagine he's probably, taking some pills or something to get that
Yeah.
thing going for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think. I mean, we haven't hated on him. It's just, 50
Nah.
years. Is
I
a
think
big
he's
difference.
saying
I just
more in
don't know
general.
what the.
Everybody else is hating him. Not like
People,
we
that's
Yeah.
what people do. They put a story up, and one side hates on the other
Yeah,
place.
so
Like,
yeah, whatever you want to do. But I mean, I have no idea what they possibly could fucking talk about.
Well, we talked about this. Her last boyfriend was 67.
Yeah.
she's a philosophy major. They talk
What's
about
that?
philosophy, Socrates.
Yeah,
and
they
Plato.
philosophize.
Oh, okay.
What's your view on this?
He's definitely greasing her box.
Oh, her root.
I'll tell you
is
what. We
doing the
did
whole
what?
nine.
We did 400 fucking episodes. How many episodes have we done on this fucking thing? 234. I missed one story and I got to hear about it from fucking everybody.
It's a big story.
Dude, fucking Yosh is he's middle of his Saturday night. He got a fucking call and you take a siesta. Shut the fuck up.
When's that bar opening, Jack?
Yeah. Also, shut the fuck
When
up.
he asked that, you were just like, I was like, I made it a rule
we
not to
got
ask Jack
Mishka
that no more.
texting me. Hey, and the dudes are all wound up. I
Yeah,
missed
well,
one fucking
yeah.
story.
Oh, man.
What are you gonna
Mishka, been in America 30
do?
years.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
You
welcome
came,
to
you came.
America.
Glad you
Yeah.
came, Bees.
Yep.
Good guy.
What's up, boys? Kenny. We're talking about the one question is overdressing and underdressing. Much better overdressed. Case in point, my cousin's getting married on a Friday, July 5th, coming up. And it's at Yankee Run Golf Course. It's the family, his future wife's family owns that golf course. Anyways, so I asked my wife, I said, is this like, what's the dress code for this wedding at the golf course? I don't know. He said, doesn't say on the invitation. I said, all right, no problem. Wearing a suit. So like any other wedding. I didn't know if it was something different, it would say casual on the invitation. So it got me thinking, back at our wedding, we're walking around talking to everyone, and I felt like a good handful of people weren't wearing ties. And I'm like, I'm nice and everything, but secretly in my head, I'm judging them. I'm like, this cocksucker fucking bum ain't wearing a tie. And these are people I know that know how to dress, too. I'm like, why aren't they wearing a tie? So whatever, time goes on, and I'm talking to Kelly. We're looking at pictures, and I'm like, you believe this motherfucker didn't wear a tie? A couple months later. She goes, well,
It said on the invitation, cocktail attire. I'm like, okay. He's like, well, that means, like, that's like business casual. I said, what the fuck? Had I known, I read the invitation. I didn't know any better. I thought cocktail attire was like a tie. I didn't know it had to say formal. I mean, I knew formal attire was a tie. I thought cocktail attire was the same thing. I said, I would have fucking proofread this invitation and had you mail back all 300 of them or 200 of them, whatever we had. I said, I don't give a fuck. I was disgusted, and I in my own head, I owe these people an apology for judging them. Meanwhile, they were given permission.
Thanks, Kenny.
Cocktail hour, you make it confusing. Not a lot of people know what to do.
I didn't wear a tie one time to a wedding because it was a out-of-state wedding, and my tie got ruined. And it was Nebraska. I don't even know if they have stores there to buy ties. So I had a suit on, button-up shirt, just didn't wear a tie. I posted one picture of it. Immediately, someone from Greenfield comments, "Put a tie on, you fucking dirtbag." It didn't look bad. I wasn't the only person there with not a tie on.
People have been doing it a lot more lately.
A lot more lately. But I was like, "Jeez Louise, dude." But yeah, I only done it one time. I'm a tie guy. I like the way a tie looks.
I do. It's very uncomfortable with me.
See, that's what I'm about to say. I don't think it is.
I do because I like it tight because that button is tight. Then I usually shave, and then you get the pimples on your neck.
Well, yeah, after a while, you got to unbutton the button and give it a little.
Yeah, after dinner.
Yeah, after dinner, you get a little choked down.
Yeah, I like dressing up. I don't get to dress up too often.
No.
When you dig holes for a living, you really don't wear suits that much.
Yeah, no, but I could definitely see Kenny going around getting pissed like this dirtball didn't have a tie on me while you told him not to wear one.
He was like, secretly in my head, I'm judging you.
You ever buy something and you're dying to wear it, but you can't find the occasion to wear it?
What do you got?
You let that shit run for a month, 2
I went
months.
down Express and there's no pants that fit me. I'm size 31, 29, 30, 29, and I find these cool ass. They look like they're wool slacks, and I'm like, dude, these are fucking hard.
Are they gray?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, dude, and I just
need somebody to die.
Yeah, it might be me. I don't know.
Bury me in these slacks.
Yeah.
But please do.
You've been waiting to wear these.
But
this is it.
I need an event to go to be able to slack.
I mean, you're probably. Nobody.
You're about to just throw a
There's
party.
no weddings anymore. I mean, we're old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I got so many cousins.
So I'm getting wrapped up. Lainey's 10 years younger than me.
Yeah.
So I'm getting caught up in in those.
I'm a pretty big cycle. I was going from all my cousins were having graduation parties, and now they're all getting married. It's there's about 3 a year.
Introduce me to something.
I haven't
so
been
maybe
to
I
a
can get
graduation
invited.
party in forever.
My nephew had one last year.
I would like to go to a graduation
Great
party and
time.
just get fucking murdered.
Yeah, you get drunk like you're graduating.
You get drunk.
Yeah, right.
You get drunk and then you tell kids
stories.
How
you
great
tell
it used
kids
to be.
Yeah,
fucking right.
Yeah, where I learned to drink like this.
It goes fast. You know,
you got the world by the balls and you don't even know it.
I know but it goes fast. You know,
I felt like I was just in high school.
And then I'm crying next
Yeah,
night.
I played some football. I played a little bit of football. I played some ball. Yeah, it was fun. I had a blast.
Who doesn't dump sack?
Oh, you're going to Ocean
Kid,
City?
you got any coke?
Yeah, I live down there. Yeah. Listen, it goes fast. But yeah, I wouldn't mind getting drunk and be the old guy at the party telling kids it goes fast.
Better than that.
We should be like the
everybody's. I remember just old people telling me things like, "Shut the fuck up."
Now I'm that guy.
Dude, wait till those hangovers start. You're like, get the fuck out of here. And then 28 hits, and you're like, oh boy, what the fuck happened here?
Damn, Uncle Steve was right.
Yeah. No, everything old people say is right.
Yeah, I just don't want to hear it.
You still want to hear it, and then it's becomes your time. You're like, yeah, I remember that dude telling me that. Who's 15 years older than me.
And then you're like, I'm going to make the next generation understand.
They don't want to hear your shit.
They don't want to hear your shit.
I just think you never think you're the old guy. I don't feel like I'm 41 years old. So dude, in my eyes, hipsters.
Dude, my dad said he looks in the mirror and like, who the fuck is this old bastard standing in front of me?
It's because you think exactly the same. You just understand consequences a little bit. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, sometimes you fight through that too.
Yeah, every few months, you'll do something insane.
I'll probably never learn, huh?
That was weird.
Yeah.
Instead of doing it every weekend, now I do it
once a month,
quarterly.
Yeah.
What's your dad think about the concrete cock? Does he like the name?
Oh, I didn't even know.
He's probably like, that's my fucking
That's
name.
my boy.
I'm from Oakland. That's what he used to call me.
Yeah. Ask anyone in South Oakland.
They used to call me the jackhammer because I was destroying pussy.
The jackhammer and concrete cock. You guys should put that on the side of your truck.
Yeah.
That could be a porno. Jackhammer and concrete cock.
Yeah, it'd have to. It sounds like a gay porno.
It does.
Yeah.
We'd have to have, what's that called? Manhole. There'd be a chick named Manhole who can just take on the concrete cock.
The concrete cock and the
Versus
jackhammer are going to uncover the manhole.
Yeah, and then some scumbag whore just comes out and gets tag teamed by Shuley and his dad.
Tom's just jerking off in the corner.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You guys got a weird concrete company.
Yeah.
I always thought
told
Tom
you,
would
we'll
go
do
like
whatever
lifting
it
the
takes.
manhole.
Whatever it takes
Yeah.
to get the job done.
Hey everybody, Eagle Tits here. Time for your favorite part of the show, the ads. Our sponsors help keep the show going, so if anybody that we talk about interests you, please go show them support. Alright, let's get into this. Located in the heart of Pittsburgh's South Side, 12 Whiskey Barbecue features 100 bottle craft beers and 28 drafts from local and indie brewers. Their kitchen's open late and they have a crazy good menu. On top of that, they have events at the bar as well as offer catering. Birthdays, weddings, business events, and more, they've got you covered. Check them out at 12pgh.com or visit them at 1222 East Carson Street. That's TWELVEPGH.com. Primetime Appliance. You've heard us talk about them before. Their company puts the customer first. They're punctual and they take their time to get the job done right the first time. Cooktop repair, dishwasher repair, dryer repair, electric appliance repair, freezer repair, gas appliance repair, refrigerator repair, washer repair. I could go on all day. Have an emergency? Call them at 412-896-1395 or visit them at primetimeappliance.com. Do you love hot sauce? Do you love the city of Pittsburgh? Then why not try a sauce made right here in the city? That's right, I'm talking about Artie's hot sauce. Our buddy Artie currently has 7 sauces available. He has Arbol and Sandy, Habanero Island, Teriyaki Thai, Pizza Shop, Sweet Jalapeno, Hoppin' Jalapeno, Triple Pepper Fret, and Hot and Sour Serrano. All crafted with no artificial flavors, with hand-picked selections of chili peppers that guarantee an unforgettable culinary adventure. What are you waiting for? Visit artieshotsauce.com. ARTIES hotsauce.com. Nothing beats a local neighborhood butcher. Locally sourced, pasture-raised, nose-to-tail meats, they connect the farmer to provide customers with the best beef, lamb, chicken, and pork that Western Pennsylvania has to offer. The craft of whole animal butchery requires respect for both the animal and the customer. Come see the difference that makes. Visit them at 5151 Butler Street, Pittsburgh, PA 15201, or check out their website at fatbutcher.com. Let's talk Carlson and Associates Real Estate Services. Located in Pittsburgh's South Side, they specialize in all aspects of real estate business, including residential and commercial sales, residential and commercial leasing, multifamily investment, historic buildings, and development in and around the city. Have a question about home buying, selling, or rentals? Give them a call at 412-431-1718 or visit them at casouthside.com. That's casouthside.com.
We got some new sponsors to this show. Welcome, Matt Rosado. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about Matt. He does everything from simple handyman tasks all the way to kitchen and bathroom full remodels, full room renovations, decks, big old decks, the whole 9. He has a buddy named Ryan. And if you mention Greenfield's Finest Podcast, you get 10% off. And they renovate with confidence and trust at Ram Remodeling at 412-225-7321. That's 412-225-7321. And get rammed.
I was going to say, yeah, you have to.
Yeah. Who's ready to get rammed? Mondays, it's wing night at Zano's from 6:30 to 9:30. You get dollar wings. Wednesday, taco night, $1.50 tacos from 7 to 10, so that you'll be listening to this, you can go. And Friday, Dana's dinner specials is stuffed pepper starting at 4. And then June 1st, second chance prom night at Zano's. Come relive your prom with us at Zano's starting at 8 p.m. with DJ Holland. Dressing up is encouraged. Prizes and giveaways, Jello shots and drink specials all night
This
long.
is on a Tuesday?
This is, no, June 1st.
So that's like a weekend.
Yeah, happy hour every day.
Saturday. That's a Saturday.
From 4 to 6. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. Moneyline, who be corn dicking?
The Hawk Tuah Girl is getting offers for her to spit in jars, $600 a pop.
Oh, play this.
It's kind of creepy. Like, do creepy guys message you? Is it scary? Are you like, what the fuck did I do?
So the guy that does my hats, he got offered $600 like 3 days ago for me to spit in a jar and sell it. That is revolting.
It sounds like the guy who makes her hats was like, I'll give you $600 to spit in a jar.
Maybe. So I think the Hawk Tuah Girl, she wasn't a preschool teacher.
No.
That was a lie.
Okay.
She's not even a bartender.
Her
I think
dad is not a pastor.
Dad's not a pastor.
She said far from it.
Yeah. This girl is gonna try to do a podcast or something, and it's gonna be fucking horrible.
Yeah, she's gonna make the rounds on people's podcasts while this is still hot.
Yeah,
it's gonna be over.
It's gonna flame
But listen,
out. I don't
make
think
as much money as you can.
Sure.
Girl podcasts
sure.
do well, though, to talk about sexuality.
Do they?
Yeah.
We should let's do it.
Don't them one girl
See if she wants to come on.
They got like a big podcast with a Barstool, aren't they?
No.
Who are them girls there from
There's two chicks from Pittsburgh. It's not a Barstool podcast. I always forget, but they're
doing well.
Yeah, I think the ones from Pittsburgh. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure.
I thought the one was from Squirrel Hill.
Maybe, yeah, Mount Lebo or Squirrel Hill or something
Yeah.
like that. They might both be from Pittsburgh. A girl's got to eat or something like
Yeah.
that. Maybe that's it. I don't know. It's a big one. I always forget the name. But yeah, they've been around for a while. But yeah, call her daddy and all that shit. Yeah, you're right. Girls talk about getting cranked. People want to tune in.
Yeah, you get chicks and dudes listen to that.
I just don't know if the Hawk Tuah Girl, that was a good one-liner, but you gotta.
The whole interview was she had some good.
Yeah, she had some good zingers.
Yeah.
The whole interview.
Like,
so maybe
but I
she's
think
like
she
a
might
funny
use them
person.
all.
But
Might
love
have
that
used them
southern
all.
accent with a little
Yeah.
personality. It'll get you going.
I mean,
In a short clip on a podcast for an hour and a half, that might be a little rough.
Yeah, a little much.
That twang might be a little too twangy.
I don't know, man. Everybody got their own little thing they're into. That might,
Dude,
that might be
$600.
I mean,
Oh,
people.
to spin a jar.
I'm surprised she won't
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
I'll piss in
I
this
think
beer
she
right now
probably
for
will.
$12.
She has a whole management team and everything now. Like they're gonna tell her, like you're gonna spit in these jars.
Like, girl, you gonna spit in them damn jars.
You're gonna Hawk Tuah.
You ain't coming
this
out the
thing.
basement till they full.
Dude,
We're
I
gonna
know
put the
a chick.
Maloik on you.
I know a chick that sells spit and underwear and shit like that. She does not crazy money, but she turns a profit.
Enough to buy new
Spit?
underwears.
Spit,
She sells her spit.
underpants, socks.
Dudes are out there just drinking people's jars. Spit.
I think they pour it on their dick and they jerk off
That,
with
if
it.
you got the
That
Hawk
is so
Tuah girls,
gross.
spit,
Yeah, that's what I would do with it.
Jack is like, when I get mine
don't,
every month.
Larry, don't clip that. That cannot be a clip.
No, I want it clipped. What do you mean?
I mean, what else would you do with it? Would you drink
right?
it?
You'd
I
have
never
to,
got that far. I never
never
got
thought
that far
about
with
it.
it.
Well, I'm asking you now.
Yeah, that'd be
Makes
what
sense.
you
I mean,
do.
that's a reasonable
said
response.
makes-
I never
yeah.
got that far, but I'll give it a whirl.
Yeah, I mean, what else are you gonna do with it? I'm gonna drink through a shot of someone else's
That's
spit?
what I was
That's
thinking.
disgusting.
Yeah, you may as well jerk off with it.
Jerk off with it.
That's the only normal thing to do with it.
Yeah, it's like she's
right.
blowing you,
It
Jack.
really is.
Yeah,
What
I
else
mean,
do you do with a
it's
jar for
reasonable.
some girl's
It's a reasonable
spit?
answer.
Yeah.
You either jerk off with it or throw it out. Stuff might go bad.
It starts to stink.
You got that one, Larry, that I asked you to bring?
What is it? What are we doing
This
here?
is the
We gotta
play
keep
date.
talking here. We just can't lull, and Larry's looking for something.
We're about to jump into that play date.
Oh yeah, this is fucking. Yeah, I've seen this one. This is.
A Venmo request for $36 to my son's friend's mom after they came to our house for a play date, and she sent me the rudest response. I do not think I was in the wrong here, but read these text messages and let me know what you think.
Okay.
So what are these saying?
Do you have a screenshot of what she was charging for?
Yeah, it's right out here. Yeah, that's the next one. Here you go.
Okay. So like we'll break it down for you. So you could,
there was a play date. One mom sent the other mom an itemized receipt of what she owes her and Venmo requested her for.
and let me just I mean, this is the good part. One bag of goldfish, $3. A Go-Gurt, $2. 3 squirts of soap, during hand washing, $1. 2 juice boxes, $4, which is crazy.
10 minutes of marker use?
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
45 minutes of electricity use for video games, $3.
She charged her for electricity?
Yeah.
She charged her $1 for wear and tear on the couch, didn't she? Was
Ice
that...
cream got another charge. Cleanup fee for the juice box that they spilled.
Was $10.
2 chomps of meat sticks. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Well,
Yeah, this is a fun lady to
sounds
be
like
around.
this kid was being a little greedy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get. If you look at that cat, I mean, I just know growing up, thank God, no one ever like gave my mom a tab. They wouldn't have got paid, but they would. It would have been like Rosales' dad would be like, "You owe me for 12 Snickers ice cream bars."
12.
Yeah.
Like 1,200.
Well, not in one day. See, now you're like, yeah,
I'm fucking with you. I'm saying 12. You would do 12 in like a 2-day period.
How many ice cream bars did you think you ate at a sitting at the Rosato household back in the day?
Like 5.
Four.
That's
Yeah, 4 or
crazy
5.
to put on.
They were the big ones.
What a hammer
They were
on
good.
someone's unbelievable.
Hey, I remember me and John were at Duquesne because we had to go there for that special classes in the summer, and we went back to John's house, and Stinky's there in his underwear just playing video games, smashing Snickers ice cream bars, dude.
Dude, I mean, Snickers ice cream bars are fire.
Dude, John let me live a life I never thought I could live. He had a hard time in the house.
But dude, the play day thing, Jack, you'll learn about this. Like, dude, somebody comes over your house, the kid's just, it is what it is. Like, your snacks.
Yeah, sure.
The only time I would feel obligated to give somebody money if like they were going to like Kennywood.
Or if
like
I'm
an
taking your
Airpark.
kid to a concert, maybe get them
The kid's gonna
money to
buy-
a shirt or something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
they'll maybe buy your. Yeah, they'll maybe don't buy your kid a $40 shirt.
Right. Yeah, I'll buy everything else.
Right. If they're going to play some games or something at like a fun fair.
If I'm taking your kid on
But, I
vacation,
mean, I would-
maybe
I
like
would-
throw me like
yeah.
100 for food or some shit.
Right. I mean,
I wouldn't ask for it. Though.
Exactly. That's the difference. I would never ask for it.
To be honest, I wouldn't even feel comfortable even probably taking
I probably wouldn't even take it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
take it,
Yeah.
but the offer would be nice.
But to ask someone is just your balls are enormous.
I think like Greenfield, so like actually the way they all of us grew up, like there was none of that on the table. I mean, so I'll speak up. Like definitely, Frank DiNardo fed me a million times.
Yeah.
Never, you know what I mean? Like you always ate when you went over someone's house. Like if you were there, they were eating. No one ever.
I
was
can't
like,
think of one parent that made me feel weird about eating at their house ever.
The only time they make you feel weird is if you didn't eat.
Yeah.
my mom one time did it to John. I swear to God.
We talked about this before.
Yeah.
Where she made like the biggest, most
Oh,
beautiful
the
breakfast ever.
Yeah, but she fucked you on that breakfast too,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
It wasn't like not for John. It was
Yeah.
like no, this isn't for either of you.
Yeah.
Crazy move.
Dude, just like ate it and like went back to sleep. I'm like,
It looked like the breakfast on that movie Friday that the mom made, and she's like there was no. And he
Yeah.
came in like, "Where's mine?" She was like, "Eat some cereal."
Yeah.
I'm
No
like, we don't
milk.
have no milk.
You better
Yeah.
put some water on that
cereal.
shit.
Or cereal.
Yeah, we're missing 2 of the key ingredients to make this.
You don't even have a bowl, lady.
Yeah.
Driver was supposed to pick up a dead body from Shady Side Hospital, but accidentally took a live one.
Was it fucking Joe Biden? It was like,
This is like a big fuck
Yeah,
up.
you shouldn't be doing this anymore.
They said like,
yeah.
I mean,
What kind of live are we saying? Were they like?
well, I don't think she was very. They said she was like covered up, like an older lady, obviously completely covered up in a sheet. Which, like, if you go to the hospital and like you're in the emergency room and you're waiting to go like upstairs or like to a room and something like that, there are, especially like, thank God I had great insurance, so I always got wheeled into like a private room, but like you could tell the motherfuckers that didn't have insurance because they were in the hallway. You know what I mean? Like fucking before they got upstairs to a room, and they'd be in there like with a sheet completely over their head because they were like in the middle of like the
hallway
of the hallway where like people were fucking everywhere and doctors and nurses and like so like
They probably could have been like sleeping. Like
could have been sleeping like
Yeah.
that, but like if you're responsible for picking up like dead people, you got. I mean, it's a body bag every time.
You would
No,
have verified the name.
Well, yeah, they have a.
but at least a
clipboard.
body
Yeah,
bag.
Yeah, it's got to be zipped, right?
Right.
Did you get that baby out of the cooler?
What's that?
You get it out of the cooler, most likely, right?
Yeah, you would think.
But there got to be a clipboard on the end of your
There
bed,
was like a
deceased.
There was
Yeah,
somebody that
there's
showed up.
some
Like,
paperwork.
You think someone was playing a prank?
no, I think like they just sent like dude, we can't like go. We can't pick. like because funeral homes pick up bodies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like someone's like, dude, like I had a few drinks. Let's just send an Uber and see if they'll grab this body.
Yeah.
So an Uber XL pulled up to Shady Side Hospital and grabbed
him over his shoulder
grabbed the first
while-
motherfucker they
Yeah,
saw.
see.
But they said like she was in the back and she was like, I'm alive.
Wow.
And at that point, did the dude realize he grabbed the wrong
The
person?
corner
Yeah.
truck. So was it the corner? Maybe the corner
Yeah.
truck. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Cyril Weck would have never done that
No,
mistake.
no, it might have been him.
But could you imagine if like you're like, you know, your mom, grandma, whatever's in the hospital and you realize they would take her to the incinerator? Like,
Yeah, you come with some flowers
yeah,
like,
she's in the
getting her
corner now, like
appendix
she
shot.
didn't die.
Yeah, right.
She had pink eye.
Yeah. UTI. What do you mean?
They would
Someone
have
must
to
have
cover
put
that
the
up big
Malik
time.
on her.
oh, you're gonna make some money on that insurance
For
claim there,
sure.
my friend.
We had a Christian church go viral for selling plots of heaven for $100 a square meter.
Oh God.
Square meter? What's that? What is
Like
it?
3 by 3,
3 by 3?
roughly.
That's not a horrible price.
What's that?
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
You know what I mean? For
For
heaven,
the afterlife,
for
I
heaven,
mean,
yeah,
yeah,
like,
dude.
But I mean,
What's the view like?
yeah, I'll take 50 square meters. You know what I mean? Like fucking, you're gonna lock me in.
like, does it get? Do you know what neighborhood you're going to, or is it just like
The more
I
you
don't-
pay.
Yeah.
you get to a better place?
You want, hey,
That
you
would
want the
suck if we
platinum
get to heaven
package?
and it's just like this. Like, dude, we got this square meters.
I'll
for
be living
100
next to the
heads.
Dude,
airport.
why
or
didn't
something.
we think
Here
of
we
this?
go again.
This is
Yeah, right. We gotta do this all over again.
We could have easily have sold pieces of heaven.
Where?
Do you really think they own pieces of heaven?
I know, I don't think that, but where do you like? Greenfield's not a gullible neighborhood.
No, it's on the internet though.
Yeah, you get a nice picture with a nice family.
Walking
That
up,
looks
Walking
great.
up
It's
to
a
a
beautiful
nice
suburban.
Yeah,
house.
they're walking up to a Miranda home,
Yeah,
Miranda
that
home or
porch.
whatever.
I mean, yeah, that's like the show.
What's that,
home.
Gibsonia?
You look like you're on
It's
Geely
like
Noble.
every fucking house in Mars.
Yeah, that probably right. That probably gets them like one-way trip to hell for doing this.
For doing it, yeah.
You know, we'll find out when we get
Yeah,
there.
it's a fucking, they got their kids with them. That's sad as fuck.
Because these kids
Like,
are
what
all
if you die in a
excited.
car
They,
accident
meanwhile,
or
they got
something?
sold fucking
Like
swampland.
Daddy spent all of her money on heaven. Now we've got to off the whole family.
He's like, all right, guys, we're going. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna never
You guys
mind.
ready to go?
This parlay did not hit.
Yeah. This point,
I got
Hey,
fucked.
Daddy's getting just bought 2,000 meters in old heaven. What's that worth?
What were you
People
about to say that you stopped yourself?
I was just like a dark joke. It wouldn't have been,
I'm gonna bring the mood down.
Yeah, I don't
I'm down enough from seeing people die on Twitter.
Yeah, that's what I
without
was-
me wanting to.
I feel like that's slowed down on mine. I was in such a bad place with that. I was just firing through like
I caught one today where like
You
the guy
catch
was
one, you're
lifting
fucked.
weights and
Yeah.
it fell on his neck, and I'm like, somebody's gonna come get him, right?
Yeah,
Somebody's
no.
gonna come get him, right? Then he's like, I'm like, and like had to flick through it, but he was like,
now the damage is
I mean, I
done,
didn't
though.
need that.
No.
At
I
lunch
was,
today.
I was seeing like factory accidents at
Oh!
like 7 in the morning.
a lot
I'm
of
like,
shootings.
Yeah,
A
shooting.
couple guys get blown up by a mine.
Yeah, it was,
Not factory accidents ain't no joke.
What
with
in
them
Christ's
high
name
bars.
is on your boy's
Nah.
fucking algorithm?
I'm-
dude?
I
It's
did
on
not know.
everywhere.
That
I'm
shouldn't be
wandering
there.
back into like Twitter porn now. I'm like dipping my toe
Better
back in
place to
over
be.
there. It's better place.
Lots
It's just
safer.
cleaner over there. You know what I mean?
Better mood.
That
Yeah.
and plots of heaven. Plots
Yeah.
in heaven.
I got tip.
We had a pastor die after being buried alive like Jesus. Before he was buried, Sakala allegedly told his followers, "All ye of little faith, bury this Sakala you see now, and he shall rise from the dead and breathe his free lungs full again." He was dressed in a white gown, wearing leather slippers, with his hands tied. So they buried him in a shallow grave. 3 members of the church buried him in a shallow grave, despite the assurance that he would return life on the 3rd day. His followers went back on the 3rd day, and he was super dead.
Well, I guess he didn't read about Jesus, who was not buried under dirt. They just put him in a little cave, put the rock in front of him.
Yeah, wrapped him up nice.
Yeah. Pretty much put him in a hotel room.
You can breathe there.
Yeah, you can breathe there. That's a very good point. Though.
Idiot. Are you reading this
Yeah.
Bible or not?
What Bible are you reading?
Was it not translated
Man,
well?
did he fuck up. He could have pulled this off. He would just say, "Hey, put me in this tomb."
Yeah, tomb.
And just went
Little
on
cave,
Netflix
put
for
the rock
3
in front
days.
of it.
Yeah, right. They don't move his rock.
It would have been like a dark retreat.
You know what I mean? You got a hot, you
Yeah,
got a hot
right.
spot.
Yeah.
some rice, you could get through 3 days.
Easily. You get a couple worms in there.
Yeah, then you come out and you're the man.
Yeah.
In Zambia. Or Zambian.
No, you're right, Zambia.
Why is there an N at the end?
Well, because you're
Zambian pastor.
Oh, Zambian pastor. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, we live in America, but we're American.
Right. Where's this, Africa?
I'm assuming so.
Feels like
I'm gonna go.
It feels like it.
If I'm just gonna take a wild guess, but say Zambian with an African American, not American, but a black dude is the pastor and a bunch of black people. Yeah, it's probably Africa.
They're all just they're just looking in the.
And a lot of Super Bowl 30 T-shirts in the back.
Yeah, right. Dude, you got the T-shirt with the collar underneath. Beautiful.
Yeah,
that means he's a man of respect.
Yeah.
What a look that is.
Yeah.
Tuck your collar. It's the damn priest right here.
Why did he ties? I mean, so this dude just committed suicide.
Amazing.
Unless he just he had a deal with one of his boys, and his boy just yeah, okay, I got you.
He was
got you.
Don't pack his dirt down.
Yeah.
His parlay didn't hit.
There was an old Twilight Zone with that where these two dudes were going to escape from jail. The one dude was going to be dead, and they buried him, and he didn't know who he got buried with. But he went in, faked his death, and his boy was supposed to start digging him out. Well, dude finally had he had a little lighter. We lit it. The dude who died was the dude who was supposed to dig him out, laying right next to him.
Where are you watching these Twilight Zones at?
This is back in the day when I lived with me and my mom when I was about 13.
That'll get you jazzed up on a Saturday night watching Unsolved Mysteries or something.
Yeah, scare the poop right out of me.
I guess ghosts are real.
You guys watching House of Dragon?
No.
I'm not into that. Are you?
What's that?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's Game of Thrones spinoff.
Oh.
Is it? You watch Mayor of Kingstown?
I've been watching a little bit of that.
I tried.
I'm not
the
that
first
deep
couple
into it
seasons.
yet.
I just
really, you didn't like it?
no. I mean, it was okay. I don't know. It's just I don't know.
No, I get it. It's different. It's not exactly what I expected, but I do watch it.
Woman poisons husband after poisons husband's Mountain Dew after he wasn't appreciative of his birthday party. What?
Wow,
Dude,
she looks like a miserable
She
bastard.
looks scary, dude.
Yeah.
Zebra, I feel like you'd be easy to poison. You drink so many drinks.
Yeah, I mean, someone wanted to poison me, they'd probably come out victorious and kill me.
What kind of fucking birthday party you looking in your fucking cup right now?
Make sure you didn't poison me.
Dude, what if we poisoned you for the episode?
Dude, that was one of my biggest fears as a kid.
Getting poisoned?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I always thought someone was going to put acid in my drink.
Dude, I remember when you would work with me long time ago, you'd have a gallon of water. And if we were working around back and it was left outside for more than 5 minutes in the front, he wouldn't drink it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, nobody's coming to fuck with your water,
I had a
bro.
weird phobia about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
now you have
someone
no
put
drinks.
acid in your drink before?
No. But we were
Now
drinking one time. I was guzzling these 40s, and the one person was made a joke. We were going to put acid in your 40. And I was like, that would have been terrible. At that time, I never did drugs before. I'm like, why would you even say you were going to do that? They all know it would have been funny. No, it wouldn't have been.
Yeah,
so
I lost
after
my
that
mind.
point, I was like, I didn't trust anybody for a minute.
Nobody was wasting acid back then.
Well, I mean, they give someone a hit the beer.
Yeah, think you're drinking an old E, and now you got fucking 2 hits of acid.
They said the whole reason that they didn't do it was because I drank the beer so fast, or we didn't know it was gonna. If we were scared to do it, you've been too fucked.
Yeah,
up.
don't drug me.
Yeah, just leave it.
Why was this much of a conversation?
Yeah,
When I went to take a piss.
I like that as a rule of thumb.
I'm glad reasonable thinking entered the fucking the chat here, idiots.
Dude, they could have been like, dude, we put acid in your drink, and you'd be like, oh my god.
Yeah, that would have
I'm
ruined your night
surprised they
either
didn't
way.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it would I would have thought I was tripping. I would have made myself go crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then everyone, like you said, you fake tripped and blah blah blah.
Yeah, but this lady looks like a
Yeah.
she-devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, she don't look happy.
Yeah, she's scary. I mean, what kind of birthday party
What
was
kind of
this?
appreciation do you want? Maybe
Yeah,
it wasn't that good of a party.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't.
Maybe you made it about yourself.
Yeah. Is that Mountain Dew Zero on top of it?
They don't have Mountain Dew Zero, do they?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah, she's squirting Roundup in Mountain Dew.
Roundup and
You think you'd be able to taste Roundup on Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Roundup
tasted-
has a nice twang
Roundup,
to it.
Roundup is
tasted
nasty shit.
lawn chemicals before.
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, they're
not
all right.
good.
No.
They're not as good as Red Bull. But if you're really thirsty, you can drink some.
Jamarcus Russell fired from high school coaching job after stealing a donation check of $74,000. Dude,
that's hard not to take.
Dude, if you, well, here's the thing. They're gonna notice a $74,000 check.
$74,000 check.
Huh? They're gonna notice it every time.
That's pretty much all of it.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
Assuming.
You gotta skim, dude. You can't just fucking take
don't be
fucking
an idiot.
chunks.
You greedy pig.
Yeah, right. Take like
You never learned how to
3,200,
steal.
Oh, they gave us
1,800.
74,
Yeah,
maybe
like,
2
I got
grand,
another
I missed
bag of
you.
footballs. Like, but dude,
Or,
if you
I'm gonna put this on a debit card, and that's gonna be in my pocket.
If like some business is like, hey, we're donating $74,000, they're gonna make a big deal about that,
right?
And like they're gonna be, hey, like,
it was
hey,
like,
we need
what-
to buy some new equipment.
These kids don't even have new uniforms. What's
Right,
going on
where's
here?
the 74 grand at? Jamarcus Russell was just fucking flossing.
So he's still not doing good, huh? Dude, the money he pissed away.
It's crazy.
My goodness.
Dude, like they're like looking for like something, like an announcement, at least like a banner on the side, and there's like nothing, and they're like, dude, what the fuck?
He got a new Mercedes.
74, yeah, right. He got a big ass chain. The kids are playing in like fucking jerseys. He got a Gabriel's. They're all like different. They got a Nietzsche jersey.
He looked like he was like
and
a
leather
special.
helmets. Like,
But if you have no
37
money and now
Packers.
you have access to a check for $74,000, it's hard not to like steal.
He
If you have no money.
But like we alluded to before, you don't take the whole thing.
He was like special ed.
Yeah, you
Did
gotta
you ever see
skim
him
that.
interviewed?
Yeah, it's
He's
brutal.
special ed.
Yeah. Throw the fuck out of a football, though.
He could throw it far, but he just couldn't
Far.
put it on the
And,
dot.
Yeah, not where it's supposed to be.
No.
Brother in arms. We had a man cough and sneeze at the same time, and his colon fell out.
What?
Really?
He had like a surgery, and he was stitched up a little bit still, but like it was in the healing process. And then he had a sneeze and a cough, and he was at a restaurant, and he felt something wet, and it was his colon.
Man, that's scary
Fell out.
stuff.
Yeah.
Did it shoot out of his asshole?
I think it.
Well, it had to have, right?
Well, no, I think it's shot out of his like incision.
Oh,
was
so
he
it
wearing a
came out
bag?
through here.
I think,
Oh, okay,
like,
yeah, it's- yeah, okay,
I'm
coming out
assuming
of
it was that type
surgical
of
wound.
situation.
Well, Jack,
like
this
that.
is your sweet spot. Well, how would this happen?
I was scared, dude.
That was happening to you?
Sneezing wasn't cool. You know what I mean?
Would you like feel it kind of shake a little bit?
No, but like I would fight off the sneeze, or I would like stop it. I don't think I fucking was sneezing full sneeze for quite some time, dude.
Like half sneezes.
So yeah, you throw a sneeze and a cough there, like ugh.
Some
Especially
go to
a
give.
hard cough.
You might bust a hemorrhoid one day. Just blow it out like pop.
Damn, that's
You think
terrible.
you're just eating your broccoli cheddar soup, and next thing you know, your colon's on the table.
Right,
It's not
yeah.
good for business.
You definitely can't finish your meal.
Yeah, that date's
No.
you're not getting laid tonight, pal.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go.
Unless,
Hey, honey,
she's-
could you just-
unless she wants to lick it. She better Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing.
Oh, that's a little
Dude, if
ruthless.
spit's going for 600, what's colon going?
Larry, do you got this video for this Kyle Flipowski?
So I didn't keep the video, but I just got some of the tweets
All right.
that are relevant.
So this kid, he played at Duke. He got drafted by the Jazz. His girlfriend's like 27. He's like
20
now, and they're saying she's like big in the Mormon like church, and like this dude, he met her at Duke, I'm assuming, and she's pretty much groomed him into the Mormon culture, and he like cut off his like whole family, and it's just very like weird story. You don't hear about older chicks dating like college kids too often.
She's manipulating the Christ.
Yeah,
not bad looking.
no,
I mean,
she's not at
that's
all.
not like
Like,
a-
she looks like a Mormon. They look like a perfect Mormon couple.
But they said that he fell in the draft because of it, right? Because people were like, "This is an investigator." I guess
It's a weird story. I don't even know like that much about it. I just seen like a couple fucking TikToks about it. But the moral of the story is like, yeah, he met that chick, and like he immediately like start cutting off ties with like brother and mom and
she
shit
put
like
a
that.
spell on him.
Put a spell on him. Like they're big in the Mormon church and blah blah blah. I mean.
She was like,
are Mormons still like? Are they still like doing a bunch of wives? Is that like still a thing?
I think so in certain areas.
Like
What's that called? Polygamy?
Yeah.
Deep in Utah.
She was like, "Hey, you want to buy a chunk of heaven?"
Yeah, they're selling some heaven out there.
Now these Mormons are they hooking up, or is this like we can't have sex until we marry?
Through a sheet, I think. Isn't that what they did?
Yeah, that's all.
No. Well, that's the Mormon. What's BYU? Mormon. Yeah. Well, yeah. They don't fuck. They soak.
What's that mean?
So soak.
You just put it in and leave it in.
You put it in and leave it in, and then your boy, and then you get a shaker, and your boy or your whoever you ask to shake goes underneath the mattress and they fucking shake, but you can't thrust.
You're making this
but
up.
you can get a shaker.
This is such bullshit.
Dude, Larry, look up soaking. Yeah, it's 1,000.
So
everything I just said.
But that makes I watch soaker porn.
Yeah, I know a ton about soaking.
Wait a minute. But that's not considered sex.
It's a loophole. It's a
loophole.
loophole.
Is not a loophole.
Yeah,
You gotta call your boy up. What if your boy's getting no puss at all? You're like, dude, can you shake me again tonight? Your boy's gonna be so sorry.
I think they're pretty I think it's like they're weird. Obviously weird about sex.
Yeah.
So they're like it's.
Now it's a threesome.
I mean, I would.
Yeah.
Dude, if I'm
Shaker dude might
if
be
I'm
jerking
shaking,
off.
I'm jerking off.
I'm
1,000%.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we talking about?
Well,
I'm getting that valve spit. I'm like, hey, fill this up for me real quick.
And then I'm just firing one
And
off.
then that's one hand shaking as hard as I can.
And the other. Yeah, then like occasionally, like you stop shaking him and grabbing her tit, and he's like, more shaking.
Yeah.
So kicking the bed. I'm feeling her tit and jerking off.
Yeah, everybody comes out of the room sweating.
Now you're on like all fours and you're just jerking off doggy style using your back to shake the bed.
Like, oh, we're done. Thanks. But like, oh man, I was done about 15 minutes ago.
Why'd you quit shaking? Like, I'm out of here. This is weird.
I need a towel.
Yeah, right.
Anyone got a sock laying around?
I'm covered in cum. There's cum.
I'm covered in cum.
There's
and
cum
spit.
everywhere.
I got cows cum. I got my.
Nobody was supposed to come. Everybody's covered in cum now.
There's like a little bukkake underneath your bed.
But yeah, soaking's a real thing. Shaking's a real thing.
Would you shake for one of your boys?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's the only way to get some us. Like,
yeah, dude, I was just...
Like, dude,
I'd shake for my boy.
Yeah, I'm down to shake for you boys.
Yeah.
Imagine Eagle Tits calls us.
I'll shake for you, Eagle
calls
Tits.
us 3 o'clock in the morning.
We'll take shifts if we
3
have
in
to.
the morning?
Yeah, let me just paint this picture. He was dumping sack.
Yeah.
Gooned out of his mind. It happened to me, Mormon chick. And Eagle Tit's like, dude, he's like, hey guys, could someone drive over here so I can get laid? And we're like, what do we have to do? Yeah, he's like all the way out where he lives in fucking Bell Vernon. It's like 3 days away, and you're like fucking Eagle Tits. He's like, dude, I haven't got us in so long. I see anyway. And you got to go over and Eagle Tits has got a shirt off with his eagle tattoo showing.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, you just got to like hold my shoulder.
Yeah, but that's not how you shake. You shake from underneath the bed.
Oh.
Yeah, so like you're
Go
like
up on the
underneath.
top
So she got to be riding him.
No. It's a missionary. She's on her back. Dude puts it in. You're underneath the bed and you're hitting the mattress and like shaking that way.
So you're not. I was thinking she's riding, so it's bouncing.
So you're shaking her. You're pushing her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just
You're pushing her ass up and down.
creating movement.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It'd be so hard not to.
You're gonna shake her with your wiener.
Yeah, you're gonna get on those tiptoes a little bit. Yeah. You're gonna start getting some
You're gonna be
leverage.
planking.
Yeah.
Your back feet are going to be
Nothing's
getting
touching the bed except for your penis thing. Just fucking right in that motherfucker. Like, shake away, Billy.
We got any Mormons listening to the show? I'd love to get a
Call
call
in
and let us know if you soak.
Yeah, if you soaked, and if Larry could come over and soak you.
And if you do soak, we'd like a video.
And one of us will come over and shake.
Men are raw dogging flights. No phones, no books, just their thoughts.
Oh, that's a sick place
That's
to be.
brutal. Dude.
You're
a place I don't want to be.
psycho.
It's in my own mind.
Yeah.
I've had devices die with like a lot. Like I was coming back from Hawaii, and my phone completely died, and the charger, like the little portal, didn't work, and I was fucked for about 5 hours
You know what you
with
do
nothing.
then? You take a couple drinks and you go to sleep.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep. I tried to sleep. Yeah. I just.
Did you try drink?
No, I'm not a flight. I piss so much though. I'm not like a plane drinker because I'll literally piss
that sucks.
nonstop.
That's the worst part.
I
about
lost my mind flying over that water like that.
Get yourself a good old fashioned word search.
You better go jack off in the bathroom and go to sleep. You better soak in the bathroom. and go
spit on
Just
it.
put your hand in. Yeah. That's
Jack's
right.
like, thank God I brought this 600
He's like,
over spit.
Valid
Yeah,
spit.
I don't want to waste it, but what
I
are you
hope,
gonna do?
I hope there's turbulence. Just hold your dick and let the turbulence shake
You're
you.
soak yourself like, like you can't beat your dick, but you can put your dick in your hand.
With
you
some saliva on
You
it.
just push me, dude. Your boy's underneath this fucking.
Kicking your seat from behind.
That would work.
It's not a bad idea.
Faster, kick faster. Larry's like, my legs are sore. Shut the fuck up. You got to fly for free.
John, what do you do on flights?
My legs are sore.
On your phone when you watching movies? You
No,
watching?
because well, last flights I'm on, like I didn't pay for the Wi-Fi, so yeah, I don't know. Looked at fucking pictures and
Yeah, I need to be entertained because I'll just like.
wasn't a long flight. 2 hours I could do.
Yeah, 2 hours ain't shit. Anything over 2, that's.
I
when
read a book the one time I flew far. I like
You know,
read a
I
whole
like to
fucking
get a
book.
good old-fashioned
Really?
magazine.
In one sitting?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like a Maxim magazine or something.
It was like 300, 400 pages, but fuck, 4 hours.
Still.
Yeah, no, reading gets a book, or reading kills some time for sure on a flight.
It makes you tired, too.
It makes you relax. Yeah, yeah.
I
then
can't
you're-
sleep on flights.
Oh,
Really?
dude, I'll shut it down.
No, I can't. There's no way. If I fucking drug myself.
If you take some Benadryls.
No, not even that. Usually I can't.
You gotta take
which is-
Xanax for that.
Yeah, Xanax. I took a Xanax too. I took a Xanax one time. This was the one time. I took it like too early. I almost like my legs like stopped working like in line.
How much did you take, big
I
guy?
don't know, dude, one of our friends was like, "Yeah," he was like, "Here, dude."
Bar?
I don't know what it was, John. I ate it and fucking.
He's like, "You're a big guy. Take the whole
yeah,
fucking
I
thing."
fucking
You're
slept
like,
with my
"Should
mouth
leave
wide
me,
open on the
you
way back
weird."
from Vegas from fucking the time I sat down and the time we landed. I just like looked at this girl. She's, I've never seen anybody sleep on a plane like that before ever. I was like, I never have before. I'm experimenting.
But that was great.
I'm experimenting with benzos.
I have anxiety.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
I thought I was taking a Z-Quil. And my friend just fucking roofied me, but it was a great roofie. 'Cause I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Did you feel rested, or were you? Like,
Yeah, it was awesome. Makes me want to do more. Elon Musk says Tesla will have the first robot babysitter by 2030.
Do you trust it?
I don't know. I'd have to run.
No.
No, it's probably the short answer, John. That's probably the right answer. But what if they're like vetted and like like their mind?
What if there's a malfunction and it kills your
Yeah,
kid?
what if it gets hacked?
Like a baby? What the fuck, like a baby.
You're right, but I'm just saying, like,
Look at just baby monitors alone. People were hacking into them and saying fucked up shit to babies, like cock, balls. You
was
know,
that
like-
true?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, because they're like police scanners.
No, they're like Bluetooth
Yeah, you
fucking
just- right.
baby monitors, so you can like watch your kid in there. Well, people were hacking into them and just saying absurd shit to your sleeping baby.
Calling the baby a pussy.
Yeah.
Wake
You
up,
punk.
kid. Yeah.
You ever
dad's
soaked?
a shaker.
That would scare
Dude,
the
if somebody
fuck
was
out of
fucking
me,
waking your
dude.
kid up every night, like,
Yeah, you'd have to.
I'm
like,
gonna
choke
kill
them.
you.
You have
Yeah.
to figure out who did that to you.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
for sure.
So there's no
That'd be
way.
so scary if you start hearing someone else's voice through
In your
baby-
house,
Yeah,
you know,
through
you
your
think,
baby
you
monitor.
think
yeah.
fucking little Billy's sleeping, and then you hear
Yeah.
fucking some buffoon
How-
screaming
I mean,
into the
like
fucking
the thing about like so if it babysits, it's got to be able to like clean up, watch the baby, make food for the baby,
change his diaper.
Yeah, I mean, wow.
Seems like a lot for a robot.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want no
I
part
wish
of that.
I
Go
really,
too far.
I want to. We got to stray away from these robots a little bit.
Yeah, we got those things called people.
Yeah, let's
You
just-
do the same
We're high
thing.
school, yeah, like high school girls, been babysitting for
Right.
fucking the past 200 years.
Meanwhile, the person who can
Exactly.
afford the fucking robot can probably afford like really good care.
Right.
A nanny.
It's an actual person.
Yeah.
Right.
That can
the
like
broke the broke person that probably needs it, like
Right, that she can actually have a job.
$50,000.
The kid will probably start liking the robot better than you.
because the robot like pays the cable bill.
Yeah.
The robot gets you out of jail whenever you get in trouble.
We had a pizza guy fired because he accepted a flash as a tip from an OnlyFans model.
What's
So
just for
this-
just for the tip? Who cares?
This chick. Oh, what are you buying there, Larry?
Whoa!
Oh, Larry, you was buying some pornos. So this chick ordered a pizza, and she's making a video for her OnlyFans, and she goes outside and flashes her tits to this guy instead of tipping him cash. And then the pizza shop fired the guy, which is very dumb. I don't know.
How'd they even find out who the pizza guy was?
Well, I think they didn't like their logo. You can see their logo clear as day here. I don't know who it is, but I don't think they like that. You know,
Why not?
Here's the thing,
publicity's
OnlyFans
good.
is a subscription.
Hot chicks eat your pizza.
Wait, if someone
Listen, I don't think it's a big deal. They fired the kid though.
Here's my thing. For an
to find
OnlyFans
drivers, I don't know what they're thinking.
Yeah.
The OnlyFans is something you have to sign up for and subscribe.
You couldn't even see the kid.
So for one, you couldn't see the kid. For two, who watching this, who was paying her money to do this, turned the guy in. That's not just being a hater.
There's probably somebody who's probably has her works there.
That's her boyfriend.
Might have a subscription.
Yeah.
Like what's that's our pizza box.
Yeah, but like, would you want to get your boy in trouble?
It's not a bad pub.
Who gives a
That's
shit?
what I mean.
No, it's not like it's not like he gave her a free pizza.
Yeah, it's,
No, he just
It's a
did
tip.
She gave him a
Tis
free
tip.
boner.
it's just tits and tits. You know what I mean?
I don't see the
I don't
harm
see
in
the
this.
problem.
It ain't like he
Everybody
soaked her.
won.
That's why.
Yeah,
He's,
he didn't
that's
soak
why he's
her.
the brother in arms, man.
Rosado and Sons Landscaping. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. They offer landscaping, pressure washing, snow removal, gardening, lawn maintenance, sod lawns, complete installation, shrub maintenance, retaining walls, complete spraying services, and more. They put in the work so you don't have to. Transform your yard today and call Rosado and Sons Landscaping at 412-521-9045. Tell them Z-Bird sent you and get a special discount. Need to move? Call Miracle Movers, 412-419-2620. They're a team of experienced and professional movers dedicated to providing clients with the best possible service. They will work with you to create a custom moving plan that fits your specific needs and budget. They're also fully bonded and insured. So give Miracle Movers a call, 412-419-2620. Having electrical problems? Don't know where to turn? Call Vance Hall at Plug Electric, 412-298-6770. 412-298-6770. That's Vance Hall at Plug Electric. Car problems suck, especially if the problem is too big for you to fix yourself. You don't know where to take your car and you don't know who to trust. Well, let me talk to you about Meineke Car Care, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Oil changes, brakes, maintenance, pretty much anything you need is in their wheelhouse. So if you need a hand making your car problems suck less, call Meineke Car Care Center, 412-451-8968. Ask for Arthur, 412-451-8968. Are your steps and sidewalks starting to crack? Do you miss it when they actually look nice and clean? Call Giuseppe & Sons. They handle repairs and replacements. 412-421-6711. These are the guys you can trust to help you with all your masonry work in the Pittsburgh area. That's Giuseppe & Sons. 412-421-6711.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into what's grinding our gears. Johnny, what's grinding them gears?
Well, I went to a pretty prominent pizza shop on Friday. Go in the pizza shop, there's just like husband and wife there. Their kids are like in front of the door. They're like playing, whatever. Like laying on the floor in front of the door. Whatever. Not my kids. Tiptoe around them, thinking like, all right, they're going to take care of this. Dude, like, and literally, I'm waiting for my pizza for a while, and they're literally like, it's the entrance. They're like laying on the floor, and like people are just like tiptoeing over them, like pizza. And I'm just like, at what point do you not realize that like your kid's either going to get tripped over, a pizza tripped on them, or like pick your kid up?
Yeah, just grab your fucking
You want
kid.
to go play around?
Grab
Go in the
your
back
kid,
corner,
right.
not like the front entrance door,
Especially
like,
on the floor.
And like, they were just like, they weren't even saying. They were just like staring at them, like, And I'm just like,
They're running amok.
Did you have to
Like,
step
I like
over
when they
these kids?
express
yes,
themselves.
dude. Like literally, there's like the entrance door. They're like laying on their backs, which is gross.
How old are you?
They're young kids. They're like to where like they would like 4 and 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna fuck around, but the adults will be like, "Hey, dickheads!"
Like
You're
get
supposed
out
to say,
of,
don't lay on the
like,
floor.
oh, excuse us. I'm sorry. Pick your kid up and shove them in a corner to let them play
Right.
around or something.
Yeah,
you
that's
just can't have them.
ridiculous.
Like, dude, like
crazy.
That's so dirty, too. Like,
That's what I mean. That's the entrance.
Like,
that
dude, it's like
greasy ass
prime time
floor.
pizza time. Like this thing is like
People are hungry.
like literally like 20. I'm just like sitting there watching.
Pizza
It's like-
Friday.
were
pizza
other
fr-
people, like parents, people like you, were they looking like, what the fuck?
Yeah, everybody's trying to be nice, but then like like
Dude, at some point, the owner or the manager or whatever, you're gonna be like, hey, do me a favor.
right. It's
Grab
like
your
one of them
kids.
things.
Get
It's
your
like
fucking
it's
kids
so
out of here.
obvious. Like, do I gotta tell you?
Yeah, why do I have to tell you
to
this?
pick your kid up from in front of the front door?
Dude, I had LJ at a busy ass restaurant on Saturday, and he was good the whole entire time. He made like one squawk, and I picked him up and like took him outside. You know what I mean? Like
That's the
yeah.
courteous thing to do,
right.
Jack.
It's just
But
like,
yeah,
dude,
you're
you
courteous,
can't-
but the people don't hear it as much as you think. Like, there's some people that like should know that, like, but like, dude, my kids like I hated it, but people are like, you're gonna miss this. I'm like, no, I don't. My kids are great in
No,
restaurants.
that
It's,
gives
like,
me
normal.
so much
Yeah.
It's like I
anxiety.
can just go by. Yeah, now we can just
You
go
just
by
go
ourselves.
eat, yeah.
But like, what the hell was I gonna say, dude? Like an hour. Like that was like the limit. Like if we went to a restaurant, like that's just like we could tell like we're just in a hurry. We just want to put all our food in. Like the kids are good for like 45 minutes to an hour. Anything over that, they're gonna get up and start running around.
We did about an hour and a half, but we went like fully loaded. You know what I mean? We had toys, fucking different foods.
Then it's just like
the very end. I had to fucking
just give them the iPad. I want dessert.
Oh, that's what I did. I was like, here's Miss Rachel. You know, for the last while we're waiting for the bill here. But I mean, we probably might have had him there closer to 2 hours. Actually, he was good, but yeah, one little squawk. I was like, "Come on, we're gonna go outside, change the environment here for you a little bit."
Yeah, like you don't have to every little thing like freak out about, but you got to know like if your kid's annoying the whole fucking restaurant.
Yeah, toddler time, and then your kids start like messing with each other. And like I said, my kids were literally one day around Bravo. I'm like, get the check, take the food home. We're out of here.
Yeah,
it's too much.
Why they think it's like?
Yeah, you can't relax.
Yeah, no, it's
no.
not
You're on eggshells.
You're just trying to make it easier so you don't have to cook it. You know, like
right. Just go home.
Like, this was a bad idea.
We could do it in 3 years.
Right, we'll try this again.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, we'll be back. I think it was like a pirate game. I'm like, yeah, we'll try this again in like 8 years.
That's what I think we're gonna take them down the one. I'm like, this is.
Dude, yeah.
We're going to be there for 2 innings, but, like, whatever. Let's go down.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I almost lost Athena. It was like Maria ran off. I'm, like, looking at Athena. Like, she was there with like, her friend, and she had, like, a boo-boo on her knee. They were real young. She, like, pulls her pants down to show the boo-boo on her knee. I'm like, what are you doing? Pull your pants up.
Right.
And at this point, Maria shoots the other way, and I'm just like, oh, my God, there's so many people here. You know what I mean?
It's this big.
Right. And, so, like, somebody came back, like holding Maria, like, she was like, I'm like, yeah, it's mine.
She was playing in the garbage.
That's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's with me.
She was laying in front of the floor or in front of the door.
Yeah.
You should have dropped a scalding hot pizza on those kids, teach them a lesson. You know?
Dude, somebody really
grease for your
really could have. Like, dude, there's like,
Them pizzas are hot.
Yeah.
They come out of that oven. They're about 500 degrees.
What do you got,
It's
Shirley?
okay, play there. So last week I was talking about how my wife is so considerate that she made me a list.
A honey-do list for when they go on vacation.
While she's out of town. So, obviously, she doesn't listen to the podcast because she didn't hear me bitching about it. And she actually added things to the fucking list.
Is she serious?
If I were you, I would take off fucking work.
Yeah.
Me and my dad might just go on our own vacation.
You should.
Me and him are the only two in town. We might
Do
just,
it.
Oh,
Fucking
your
do-
mom's going and everybody.
Yeah, my
Dude,
mom-
shut
you
it down.
and your-
Well, let's
Oh.
make sure we're completely
She
done
don't
with
listen.
the
We're
bar.
fine.
Yeah, well, let's make, we're completely done with the bar, and then you just fuck off for a week.
Yeah. And I'll just keep sending her pictures of me in Lawrenceville.
Yeah, oats.
I just got to know, what is her thinking on this? Because you said that was a pretty hefty list.
Right, but I don't know if
It was
she
unreasonable.
thinks that, like, I don't work.
Like,
while
when she
she's
gives
gone
you
or
this,
something?
were you like, what the hell is your problem? Or
No, like, at first it was like a verbal list, and then she started writing things
like
down.
a verbal list, you're like, yeah, okay,
Right, yeah, I can
sure,
tune those out
okay.
with the best
Yeah,
of them.
I'll get to it.
But now you had the audacity to put this in writing, and I'm like, all right.
she like pinning
Yeah,
on
like
the
you
fridge?
offering me some type of contract here? Like, what's
Right.
going on?
Yeah, and I can handle a couple things, but like Rosa, I still work all day. And now I come home, I'm gonna make my own
It's
fucking
hot.
dinner.
Dude, do you here's what I want you to do for me.
Let me hear it.
I want you to write her a list of when you go to work of shit you want her to do at the house. Write it down.
Oh my God!
That's
Why would I do
Like,
such
this
a
is
thing?
what I
She's
expect
so
to be
busy.
done by the time I get home.
That's
I
a
like
productive. That's good advice for
That's a
marriage.
good exercise.
I
that's
like
gonna go
that.
well for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, that's gonna work out.
Eye
John.
for an eye.
John's really looking out for you here.
Yeah, he's a thinker. That's what I like about him.
But yeah, have a list off. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
Like,
it.
she
Right.
adds something to your
Actually-
list. You add something to her
That's
list.
actually not a bad idea. I'm about to just
I
start
say
fucking
we,
writing
tonight,
things down.
when this wraps in a couple minutes, I say we help you write a list.
Start writing shit. Start jotting down
Or,
some
well, yeah,
ideas.
you start writing a list, and we could go over the list next week.
Yeah, you should
And
both
see if it's
write,
out of
You
line.
should both
Yeah.
write lists of shit neither of you are gonna do.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just using
I
paper.
would like a Hawk Tuah 3 times a week.
I'll take it twice. You
Yeah,
know?
there you go. Well, you're reasonable.
I'm coming to the table to bargain.
Yeah, right. That's not start high.
Yeah, right.
Why
We'll
don't you
meet
just
somewhere in
spit
the middle.
a jar for me, please.
Yeah, right. Give me 6
Yeah.
jars of spit when you go on
mic-
vacation.
You microwave your fucking spit for me at the very least.
Like you said, like a jar.
Yeah,
like
if you get in a jar of spit, you're gonna heat it
Dude,
up.
like a thing.
Nobody
Right?
cold
You gotta
jar
heat it.
spit.
What do you want?
Are you buying spit?
Well, if you're getting a vial of spit, you gotta heat it up.
You think it comes in a test tube?
I think it comes. That's how I picture it.
What if
yeah.
it was like a log cabin syrup thing? There was like that much spit.
Ugh, that's too much, John.
What are you, sick?
What's wrong with you, Jack? That's too much. You know you can't get enough.
Dude, a log. That's a
doing
lot. That's a
some.
lot of.
I mean, yeah, she got to get like watery mouth.
That's a
or
lot of
something. I don't know.
fluid.
It's a lot of fluid.
Yeah, what? You got to give her like some salt, some
the
mouth
actual
waters.
hawk.
That'll last you a month.
Tua, I don't want the
You just
hawk.
dip 2 fingers in it.
Yeah, I don't want to
You don't
lose.
need
Yeah,
the-
yeah, you can
don't
hold
need
the hawk.
you don't
Just
need
give
the-
me the
What do you
Tua.
got? A sinus
Hold,
infection?
the,
you don't
hold
need-
the hawk. Just give me the
Yeah,
Tua.
I'll
don't need
take
them.
extra Tua.
I don't need the mucus.
Just give me straight Tua in mine. Hold the hawk.
Yeah,
You
double
guys don't
Tua.
know
hold
you're
the hawk.
messing with that hawk.
Yeah, are you a smoker? This green.
You know what?
filter.
You might want to see a physician.
Yeah.
You've
do
got
you
a
got,
little
Zebra?
chunk in your phlegm.
No, I was like, I'm still like dealing with it now. I was like Saturday, I was like all excited on that Burgh Bus, and I was like screaming like a lunatic, chugging water, firing like fucking empty plastic bottles at the end of the bus, having the time of my life. I go home and like, dude, I couldn't talk, and then I had to go to the Spirit Rhino and announce those cage fights, and like, dude, it was like. It was fucking brutal, and I just realized
Need a little honey.
I use so much honey and tea,
Yeah.
and I'm just like getting old. Like I can't be screaming.
You got to drink more spit. Is what it
Yeah,
is.
I just can't be like. It made me feel old. I'm like I can't be screaming. I had a headache.
Oh, I start screaming. I'll have a headache immediately.
Dude, I had a headache. Dude, literally the next day I slept for like 9 hours. I was like, dude,
That's a long ass day, dude.
Yeah.
And you worked all week too, so it's not. Yeah, I mean, you deserve a
Remember, you
nap.
used to do the Macho Man and almost pass out.
Yeah, and I
kinda miss
I
it.
did that for fucking for an hour and 15 minutes basically.
You were the Macho Man.
No, but
You're the
yeah, I was
yeah.
like-
that intensity.
The Macho,
Yeah.
the Macho Man will play on the Burgh Bus too.
Oh, he'll come on.
Yeah, that's,
As soon as I get my voice back, oh yeah.
I'm gonna lose it again, brother.
Yeah, and I'm just like I went home and like he was like, how was it? I was like, it was fucking awesome, you know. I was like, right. And next thing I know, she was like, what? And I'm like, yeah, it was fun. She was like, I can't. I'm like, my fucking voice. And then I had to go do the cage fights, and I don't do much down there anyway.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're hosing them.
Yeah, I just basically stand there with a microphone like, titties, yeah, Sophie Maslow in this motherfucker. And people
Sophie
were-
Maslow.
just anything, yeah. People were like,
Did you bring out "Scratch My Snatch" with a hacksaw?
yeah,
That's your line. Now you love it.
I'm like, Sophie Maslow, what you gonna say? She's like, scratch my snatch with a hacksaw. People are like, what the fuck's this dude talking about? It's like, I'm the only white dude in there. And it's like, yeah, y'all feel me? They were like, hey, the one girl was like, hey, yo, it's Mike's birthday. Everybody wish him happy birthday. Not one person said happy birthday.
They're like, fuck you.
Fuck this white motherfucker.
Fuck this white idiot.
Fuck Sophie Maslow, too.
R.I.P. I got a gear grinder. You know, I could do like grocery store like pickups. So we, Lenny was like, "Hey, can you do a Target pickup?" I'm like, "Sure." She does like the ordering and the app, but like I need a code. I need so when I pull into the parking spot, I'm like, "Hey, I'm in 16, spot 16." She puts 16 in. They send her a code. She sends me the code. The dude comes. I tell him 25 to 34, whatever it was. It's after work, hot day. I'm dead tired. I go to Target. I get there. I'm sitting there. I text her, spot 16. Crickets. Give it a few minutes. Hey, spot 16. And I'm like seeing like them like load up other people. And like now it's getting weird because like they know I'm there for a pickup, but I don't have the correct information because like I'm not privy to it until Lenny tells me what it is. So like I'm like, oh yeah, it's like under Welsh, but like and they're like, well, we need the code. I'm like, yeah, I know, bro. You need the code. So I'm like calling her. Dude, like 15, 20 minutes goes by. And I'm just sitting
I
at
would've
Target. Yeah, but I would have had
You
to go
needed that
back. You
shit.
needed the shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
I'll watch LJ. You go back.
yeah, it was close, and she could call me, and she was like, "Oh, sorry." I'm like, "Yeah, don't worry about it." She's like, "You get to sit in the air conditioning." I'm like,
play on your phone.
Cost me $12 in gas.
What was she doing?
Yeah, blamed it on the baby.
Oh, that's good. Don't
that'll-
ever think that excuse is going to get old because they're going to use that. My kids are 9 and they still use it.
I use that guy when I can too.
Oh, I mean, hey, listen, I'm not judging.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's they go back to that well quite a few times.
And she's like, you could put the order in. I'm like, that's not the system we have in place.
It was working fine, and you fucked it up.
You put the order in. I go pick it up.
You know what we need.
You know what we need. And you always say like, I'm gonna get shit, and we're not gonna have shit, and it's gonna be an issue.
With Doritos and water.
Yeah,
that's it.
Bean salad.
Whether a recent storm has damaged your home's gutter system or your roof requires an update, at Allen Construction, they are equipped with the tools and skills to accomplish any job you throw their way. Roofing, windows, siding, soffit and fascia, gutters and spouts. You won't regret calling Allen Construction. 412-954-8337 or visit AllenConstructionPGH.com. That's ALAN ConstructionPGH.com. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim firstly to be a company that is principle-driven and achieve this by valuing the importance of ethical business practices, creating exceptional relationships with both customers and employees. Their high standards derive from a focus to detail and a priority on their reputation. So give them a call at 412-915-1694. 412-915-1694. Need a new retaining wall? Call Just Walls, 412-889-4401. They're fully insured and are the guys for the job. That's Just Walls, 412-889-4401. Need help with roofing, siding, gutters, downspouts, or soffit and fascia? You should talk to SNL Remodeling LLC, 412-628-9717. 412-628-9717, and tell them GFP sent you. Capizzuto's Pizza, 422 Greenfield Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA. Do you like pizza? Of course you do. Capizzuto's has everything you need. Check out their food by Googling Capizzuto's Pizza Pittsburgh and click on their menu. You won't regret it. You know them, you love them. They have been serving the area for over 28 years. Greater Pitt Tree Service. They offer tree and shrub trimming, pruning, and removal. Have a tree that looks like it could be a problem? They'll come by and assess the situation. Schedule your service today, 412-312-4651. Want to learn more? Check out their website, greaterpitttreeservicepa.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into What Would Greenfield Do? We had an interesting What Would Greenfield Do come up this week. Me and
You
John.
ain't doing the woo-woo or nothing?
What would Greenfield do?
Woo-woo. Or don't you woo-woo?
All right, guys, we're about to jump into What Would Greenfield Do?
What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
There it is. Fucks up the mojo, dude.
So
People love the woo-woo.
So, like, dude, like, embedded in my brain is, like, so many stories of, like, this life, this weird things have happened. Like, I don't always remember them, but one got jarred loose yesterday, and John loved it. So, somehow I got brought up, like, when the last time got in, like, any type of physical altercation. For me, it was a while back in a halfway house. So, I was, like, there's 2 bunk beds in each room, and I was the lower bunk guy. And there was a dude slept on top of me, and he like farted all the time.
Oh.
So I'm like, dude, what are you gonna do? I'm like, I was like at a good place in my life, a good spot mentally. I'm like, dude's farting. It's fucking gross, but I'm gonna be out here in a couple days.
Are we talking stinky fucks?
Smelly farts, big fat fuck. Like, you know
Did
what I
you say
mean?
excuse me, or you just
No. So here's what happens. So we're out playing cards one night because it was a Friday night. We were allowed to stay up till 11. So we're out playing cards, and 2 of my buddies come up and like, dude, is that dude like farting all night? I'm like, yeah. Like, dude, he's like eating shit to make himself fart and like telling everyone he like farts on you all night. So I got furious.
Yeah,
you crossed the fucking line.
So we go back in our room and like, I'm not like a guy who just like flies off the handle, but his fat ass was up there. And like, I said to him, I was like, "Cause you been like eating beans and shit, like just trying to fart on me to like, and like telling people like this is fucking funny." And the dude was like, he started laughing, and I grabbed his fat ankle and just like ripped him off the top bunk, and just like started like choking him. And the only other 2 people were in the room were like dudes I was cool with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he like taps out. Like, you know, I let him go. I'm like, I was like, I got 3 days left. Don't fucking fart one more time in this fucking room. If you have to fart, go to the fucking bathroom.
So he was all beamed up.
They said he was like eating shit to make him fart. And they would tell like
Doritos and Pepsi.
Yeah, he was like telling dudes like, dude, he's like, yeah, I fart all night, like her. And then like I choked him out.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So what would you do to dude? If you find out a dude was purposely
You have no choice.
Yeah,
you have no
to.
choice.
In a halfway house.
If he's if he's seriously eating
and then he's
Doritos
running
and
his
Pepsi,
mouth.
You gotta live with that the
and
rest of
he's
your life. I just let this
bragging
guy
about it,
fart
and
on me.
He's gonna
Right.
eat this dude's fart, and he's getting a laugh about it. No fucking way.
That's
I
not
only had
happening.
3 days left, and I already paid my 3/4 house rent. That was the thing. Like, if they'd kicked me out, I'd just walk to the 3/4 house.
Yeah, fuck it. Even if you got
This
kicked
was-
out, you gotta have your
This
dignity.
was a while back. It was
You
like
were moving on up to a 3/4 house.
Yeah. So I was like, you know, like, this dude meant nothing to me.
Yeah, it's a
He
no
was
farting
a
zone.
fat sack of shit that just got there that was like on his way getting kicked out because he was so lazy. Like, he didn't do his chore, not like, he was just a bum.
What's the difference between a halfway house and a 3/4 house?
A lot of freedom. 3/4 house, you can have like, I could like go to Pittsburgh for a weekend.
Could you stay up as late as you want?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. But you mostly at all 3/4, you have to work.
You
Which
just can't get fucked up.
Yeah, just don't get fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, you can, you know.
Live your life.
Yes.
Get some coos.
You can get coos.
Plenty of fishing.
Yeah, but most of the times you get to that level, dudes aren't farting on each other.
Yeah,
but
no,
the
that's
halfway
fucking
house level,
disrespectful as fuck.
and the dude was like weird because he was like a little bit older than me, but he was just like, I could tell he was just a sack of shit his whole life. Like, even at like laundry day, like he was never in line. I noticed that.
He was never in line.
Like, he never was like, oh, dude, like, you know.
I gotta wash these clothes.
Yeah, he just
They're
like,
saturated in
We got
farts.
called out for like smelling. You know what I mean?
So he was just farting in his clothes and not washing them.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Dudes, well, he was
just
like
had
forced,
sharticles.
He was forced by like the one main part, like they like made him wash all of his shit because we were like, dude, you gotta
We
wash
can't-
all
yeah,
this shit.
we can't
So I
stand
think
you.
after that he got mad, like I'm gonna fucking fart.
Check this out.
Yeah, and then like he did
Is
it.
that the place you were the mayor too?
Yeah.
So he was like farting on the mayor.
Yeah, he was farting on the mayor. Thought it was cool. It wasn't cool when he was getting choked. Yeah.
What you was hitting the 4th of July races, Don McGee, or what?
No.
Are you?
I used to do that. I'm
Yeah.
not really
You
interested.
taking LJ?
Yep.
Is he getting in him?
No, he can't move, but he'll be down
Is he
there.
crawling yet?
Not yet. He's like doing everything but he
Yeah.
can, like spin around and like he'll get himself somewhere.
Yeah, they'll
out,
go
but-
from nothing to like running away from you.
Yeah.
Enjoy these last couple days.
You hitting the races?
I don't know. I might stop down. You doing egg toss?
Remember? Yeah, I'm doing the egg toss.
Who's
If,
your partner?
If Ed will have me, we'll see.
You don't have a partner?
No, I have a partner, but like we got a bit of a fight over it. So like, I don't know.
That's when you blamed them, right?
Yeah, I was going for a laugh on DVE.
Yeah.
I smoothed it over.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, he took it personal.
He did. He knows how to take a joke. He's a good partner. I hope we could do it this year. But he does have a best friend that he's been partners with throughout the years too. So he might dump me, but we'll see. But yeah, definitely getting the egg toss. Remember you and Joe were supposed to do comedy down there last year? How awkward that would have been.
Oh my god, dude! They set it up to do. They didn't set it up at all to do comedy, and then they told us we were going to do a comedy show after the races when everyone leaves. And then me and Joe calls me like, dude, there's literally like 100 kids down here.
Joe was like, here, it's like stick around. I'm like, dude, you can't do like jokes down here. And I was like, Zebra definitely cannot,
way.
dude. It was a very awkward situation.
Yeah, remember this time this Asian lady fingered my ass. You guys want to hear that one?
Yeah, it would've been awkward.
You tell me you know, right? All right.
All
Well,
right.
all right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in this week. Don't forget, I should have mentioned being a show. Hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment. Also, this week, if you're not doing nothing Friday or Saturday, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock on Friday, I'll be on the Burgh Bus. You can book your reservation now. Also, 8 o'clock on Saturday, I'll be on the Burgh Bus. I'm sure it'll be packed. The Furries will be in town. It'll be a good time. Everyone have a great weekend. Remember, folks, Greenfield loves you. We're out.